Feel the waves cut through me, hypnotized by the sounds I'm breathing in. Hold tight, chemicals collide. Hold tight, hold tight, hold tight. Dripping lights paint the skies, all because of you. Dripping lights paint the skies, only you can make me move. You can make me move. Can make me move. You can make me move. Can make me.
Hello and welcome back to the We Are City channel, and it's Matchday Live again. Our alternative commentary, and today it's Manchester City versus Fulham. First things first, we've reached 665 subscribers. Thank you to everyone who is subscribed, and we'll go on to the comments very shortly. I'm joined by my co-commentator today. It's Jonathan. Welcome, Jonathan.
Hello.
It's good to have Jonathan with us. He's some rumours that you were named after Jonathan Wick, John Wick, the action superstar. Is that true?
Oh, I cannot confirm or deny that.
Cannot confirm or deny. Well, there you are, everyone. That's an exclusive here on the We Are City channel. If you don't follow us on Twitter, head over to our Twitter at We Are City MCFC. Follow us on Instagram at We Are City_MCFC. Of course, you can also visit our website where we try to keep it as updated as possible for you guys. If you're looking for the newest interviews, press conferences, match highlights, and so on, go on our website. The link's in the description. It's a free website that we run. You can click on the videos there on the homepage and it'll take you to wherever you're looking to go for, if you're looking for all the highlights of the games or so on. So the City team today, bit of a surprise, bit of a meltdown on Twitter as there usually is before the City lineups come out. And I mean, usually it's after the lineups come out. City fans have reached a new level, haven't we, on Twitter? We're moaning about the lineups half an hour before the lineup comes out because they're getting leaked left, right and centre. So this is the lineup that I've gone with on the screen now, because it could be this, but when we show you the two sides up against each other, it's slightly different in formation. You'll see why. So Ederson in goal. On this lineup particularly, I've put Stones at right back because it could very easily be Cancelo in midfield. So Stones, Diaz, Laporte and Mendy, Rodri, Bernardo and Cancelo in the middle, and then Aguero, Jesus and Ferran Torres up front. It's just easier graphically wise as well to put it out like that. But let's have a look at the two sides put next to each other with the Fulham team. So this is how it pretty much looks like it's going to be, which is a bit of an odd one from my point of view, but let's see. So it's Ederson, of course, in goal, a back three of Stones, Diaz and Laporte, Cancelo and Mendy, the wing-backs. Rodri and Bernardo Silva look to be holding the midfield, which is a bit of an odd one. Then Ferran is the rumours in behind Jesus and Aguero, but we could, of course, see maybe Jesus on the left, Ferran on the right, and Aguero through the middle, sort of like a 5-2-3. I'm not quite sure. Let us know in the comments what you think of the lineup. I've seen Elmis there has put very interesting choice of formation by Pep, and I noticed he put in the start as well. Elmis asked me a question last week about, do you think we'll ever see Stones, Diaz and Laporte back three? And my response was, no, I don't think we'll ever see it. Well, they've proved me wrong pretty soon, haven't they? So that's what Pep like, though. You can never know what to expect with him. As for Fulham, they've gone with a sort of similar formation. We'll see Harrison Reed sort of drop into this back four. So it's Areola in goal, Tete, Anderson, ex-Manchester City, Adebayo in there. Aina is at left back. They've got Lamina, Reed and Anguissa, a very mobile midfield. I'm a big fan of Anguissa and Lamina. I think they've been playing really well. Loftus-Cheek in front, who's supposed to be the next big thing at Chelsea, isn't he? What is he, about 30 years old now? He seems to have been around forever, and he's not getting any younger. And then Lookman and Cavallero up top. So, dangerous front line from Fulham, because they're sort of wingers, so they're happy to come inside, happy to go outside, and they've sort of matched City, or City have matched them really in their formation. How do you think this game's going to go, Jonathan, today? Do you think it's going to be an easy win for City? Do you think Fulham are going to give City a decent game? Because I think you were saying before the game, you're speaking with me, that Fulham haven't lost in the last 7 games, which is a pretty good stat for them, relegation candidates.
Yeah, I think it's going to be tough. I think they're going to be there for the long run and battle it out till the end. Like you said, they need to. If they get a point today, they're out the relegation zone, which is a massive boost for them. So it's going to be a tough game.
And City's defending. I mean, City's defending has been so good all season, hasn't it? It's been so good all season. And then the game against Southampton, I don't know if it was unlucky because the penalty wasn't a penalty in my opinion, and I mean City should have had a penalty to the other end. Let's hoping VAR is not on one as it usually is today. And of course, I mean the Che Adams goal is a bit lucky, but maybe Pep's thrown Laporte, Diaz and Stones in there together to sort of say, right, these are our 3 best defenders, let's see how it goes them all together.
Yeah, I think it's just a bit of a different approach. I think it's quite an attacking move, to be honest.
Definitely.
I don't think Bernardo Silva's going to be sat back much, is he? I think Rodri will be sort of sat there in front of the 5, then in front of him. So it's quite an attacking formation, really. Stones and Laporte and Diaz all like to venture forward as well, don't they? So it should be. Just got to watch the counter attack, really. Yeah,
and let's hope we see a really attacking game. I noticed someone in the comments there says, "Where is Sterling?" Sterling has been dropped today. Maybe it's needed for Sterling just to sort of him get his head around things that he's not been great at the moment. And the big one, I mean, the big news. You saw on the thumbnail. Some may think I knew something. It was just pure luck, if I'm honest with you. Sergio Aguero is back in the City side. He's starting. Apparently, he was really upset with not being played against United, and then he didn't come on against Southampton either. No, he did towards the end, didn't he? But he made, 5-10 minutes to try and make something happen. He is captain as well today. As for score predictions, we'll do our score predictions first. I'm going to go with a 3-1. I feel like we're overkill in defence, and you might just make a mistake at the back. What are you going with?
I'm going to go 2-1.
2-1. Ooh, so a tight game. We'll have a look at the comments here. I'll go back to the start for predictions. So Margaret's gone with a 2-0 and her other half says 4-0. Big results predicted from them. Julie's gone with a 3-0. Among Night has gone with a 3-1. Elmis says 2-0. Sub to Tico has gone with a 3-0. All for City, I assume. Amindu, Sterling's biggest fan. We know you're a big fan of Sterling Amindu. Surely you're not happy with him not being in the team today. As a big fan of him, let us know what your feelings on Sterling not being in the side today. He's gone with a 4-0. Hey Foos has gone for the 6-0 to us. Big win there. Wouldn't mind that one. Andrew's gone with a 3-0 to City. Elmis says, what do you think went wrong when City lost 5-2 to Leicester, and do Ake and Garcia complement each other? Well, the first thing is what went wrong. City give away 3 penalties, which never helps you, does it? Giving away 3 penalties in one game. That's pretty much guaranteed 3 goals. I mean, that would have been a 2-2 game, wouldn't it, really, if it wasn't for those 3 goals. City did start well in that game with that Mahrez goal, but...
was it 5-1 or 5-2, that game?
It was 5-2. Mahrez scored that ridiculous opener. They then went 5-1 up, and then it was Nathan Ake with a header late on in the game that pulled it back to 5-2. Your second question, do Ake and Garcia complement each other? Well, from my point of view, no. I don't know what you think. No,
they don't.
I think the only thing Ake has on Garcia is he's quicker than him. I don't think he's any better on the ball than Garcia. He's probably, Ake, for me, is a bit strange. That if you watch him, you think, you know what, he's quite good in the air. He seems to have a pretty good leap on him. He seems to score a lot of headers from set pieces. He seems to be that sort of player. But if you look at his, his aerial win rate, it's down in the 50%, 40%, which is worrying because he's not the tallest, is he? Is he 5'11"? I think he's
he's not big for a centre back.
No, so and I mean is he back in the squad today, Ake? I'm not sure if he's on the bench or not.
I'll look.
But it's good to I do like Ake. I think he was a good signing in the end. I wasn't the biggest fan of him when he first came, but he's there to do a job, isn't he? The main thing is he's homegrown and left-footed, and everyone loves that. Pep loves that, definitely. But if he doesn't work out, City are pretty ruthless, aren't they? They're happy to move people on. Kyle McEvitt says, come on, City. Sufyan says, we're going to win. Any more comments here that we should read out? Jesse says, Aguero, yeah. Sergio Aguero is back in the side. And we are just over 5 minutes away from kickoff. And big news for tomorrow. If you're a big fan of our FIFA 21 career mode, it relaunches tomorrow, 4:30 UK time. Manchester City FIFA 21 career mode on PlayStation 5. So get ready for that one. That's coming tomorrow. Linda's gone with a 3-0 to City. She says Sergio will score. Well, I'm hoping for that. I'm hoping Sergio can get some goals today, get his way back into that first team and grab himself a new contract because he deserves it. You know, he's a City legend. Although, I think he's
finished.
Well, we'll see today, won't we? I think you know, the way you speak about Aguero, like you said there, is he finished?
I don't mean in terms of his ability. I just mean in terms of his Pep wanting to play him. It goes to show, doesn't it? He's not played against United, but then he starts against Fulham. It's like his second choice, isn't he, almost?
Yeah, I mean, I think from a fan's point of view, you think keep him. You know, he's done so much for the club. But from if you're a business point of view, you've got a player that's on £250,000, £300,000 a week. That's a lot of money you can save by a player that you're not guaranteed to be fit. When you could spend that money on another player.
Getting injured all the time doesn't help him, does it? I know he's getting old, isn't he? But
he's been injury-free for quite a long time. It's not been till the last 2 seasons where he had that knee injury and another knee injury again. And this season,
what did he do? Did he do his ACL?
I think it's the MCL, which is not as bad, but it's notorious for the one that every time you come back and you feel fine, your knee continues to swell, and then
I think it's easier to go, aren't they? They're both easier to go, aren't they? Once you've done it once, but
we'll see today. We'll see how fresh he looks today. Elmi says
on the pace.
Elmi says, I hope when I'm old, I'll be like Cancelo, my favourite City player apart from Stones. Definitely, and if you actually have a look at Joao Cancelo, Elmis, he has a really inspiring story of where he's come from. I think he spoke about it in an interview this week, and I didn't actually know about it myself. Quite an emotional story for him. He was in a car accident with his mum and brother, and his mother died in front of them.
Oh, wow.
And every time he scores a goal, he always does the same celebration in dedication to her. And he was interviewed this week saying everything he ever did in football was for his mother. And he's obviously someone that's overcome, you know, quite a lot of hardship really in life to go through that. So credit to Joao Cancelo for that. Gary Ramsden's in the comments. He says, I think Fulham may give a good account of themselves, so I'm going to go for a 1-0 to City, a tight game predicted from Gary. And Julie says, Gary, in moderation from your prediction today, Gary. Yeah, Gary usually predicting plenty of goals, but not today. And his predictions, I think he has been right once, but only once. But you know, once is better than none. I think some people haven't done one. I know Amindu in the comments there likes to claim he's predicted the predictions, even though he hasn't. I'm pretty sure in the Southampton game he ended it with I got it right. I predicted 5-2. I think he predicted 3-0 at the start of the game, but some people always want to win, I suppose. But the two sides are coming out here now. City in the black away kit today with the blue design from Castlefield. Subtatico asks, have you seen Kong vs Godzilla trailer? I have, Subtatico. Do you want my opinions on it? Do you want my opinions on those sort of films?
Stuff now. Be here all day.
I'm a big film fan, Subtatico, but I'm not a big fan of Godzilla vs Kong. It's called being devoid of ideas. Maybe pencil versus pen, and then they'll make a sequel, just Penn on his own, then a prequel, the story of how Penn got to where he was. No original ideas in Hollywood anymore, unfortunately. Here comes the Fulham side. He's quite a good player, isn't he? The Joachim Andersen, I think he's a Danish centre-back that they've got on loan from is it Lyon or is it Marseille?
One of those. He's from the French league, isn't
he? He looks really good, and he looked really good when he played for Sampdoria, I feel. And then he obviously got that move to France. And I'm surprised they loaned him out to Fulham. Obviously, Fulham seen something in him.
Potentially. They've got some decent players, Fulham, haven't they? They actually play all right football, don't they? So
yeah, I think that's why.
Just lump and run, are they, sort of thing?
Of all the sides to stay up, I actually think that I'd really like them to stay up over West Brom
Newcastle.
I think he's going to be really disappointed. Alan said Maximin if Newcastle go down because he's signed a 7-year deal, hasn't he?
I think he'd end up leaving.
Yeah. Oasis, this is a weird lineup. Tell me about it, Loay. There was people melting down, wasn't there, on Twitter before the game? There was rumours Eric Garcia was in the team, which I could understand in the meltdown. I don't think it's that bad. Really.
It's different.
Something different. We'll find out if it works or not, won't we, within 10 minutes? Although you can't really judge City on 10 minutes because those first 10 minutes against Southampton were dire, similar to the West Ham game, the Manchester United game. The Manchester United game was 10 minutes of being 90 minutes. I mean,
being dire.
Of being dire. So let's see how it goes today. they've got Josh Madger as well on the bench for Fulham.
And Mitrovic as well, who could cause some problems.
Sophie's in the comments. She said a 2-0 to City. Keep your predictions coming in if you haven't predicted. And keep the subscribers coming. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, share the video. Let's see if we can actually go up by just 1 subscriber. We've had a strange week for subscribers. So anyone keeps an eye on them. We seem to have been losing more subscribers than gaining. And suddenly, we've gone up again. So thanks for everyone that did subscribe. To those that didn't subscribe, did unsubscribe, please, hopefully we can entice you back at some point. Elmis ran you down, says Pep. Didn't Pep say Foden Garcia are his sons? I think he said Garcia was his son. I think we all know, Elmis, that if I was from Catalonia, then I'd probably get in this City side. And I'm not the best of footballers. I've got no right foot unless it's on a volley. And my left foot's not great either. I can kick a ball very, very hard, though. And I describe myself similar to Alexander Kolarov. Rubbish at everything else, but can kick a ball pretty hard. Not quite a good crosser either, too. And City are looking for a left-back. A left-footer can cross a ball.
There you go. Sign him up.
I think if you tried to make me run longer than 10 minutes, though, I might struggle. Or you can bring me on for the last 10 minutes. I'd put a good cross in to midgets in the box and we'd never score. But, you never know. Loe's gone for a 2-1 to City. Loe says Godzilla is the GOAT. Ooh, some big Godzilla fans down here in the comments. But Sub to Tico, he's a Kong fan. He prefers Kong. Ooh. Gorilla versus a mutant lizard. What has the world come to? Although I have to admit, the other day I went to watch a film. I was actually about to watch Guy Ritchie's The Gentleman, if anyone's seen that. I'd seen it already, but I thought, you know what, I'll watch it again.
Yeah, good film.
And for whatever reason, it ended up coming up with Kong Skull Island. Not Kong Skull Island, the first King Kong. Well, not the first one, of course, not the original. The one with Jack Black, which is 3 hours long.
That's not bad. It's not a bad film.
No, I didn't watch the full thing, but I watched maybe 2 hours of it and thought, oh, this was all right. I remember it being pretty bad. It's good for the first 2 hours, and then obviously it goes downhill from there. You just turn it off.
The end.
Zello's captain Gundogan in his fantasy football team. Unlucky. You should know better with Pep. The only person you should probably captain is Ederson. He's the only one guaranteed to play, isn't he? Elmer's ran you down. I think City should have played Cancelo and Walker versus United. Cancelo left back and Walker at right back for their pace. Agreed. I think Walker should have started that game to stop the counter-attack. That's the only thing he's good at. Zello, don't do that with City players yet. Loasis, don't captain them. I wouldn't captain them. We're moments away from kickoff here. The players take the knee. Of course, Wilfried Zaha has not taken the knee today. He's got his own view on it, and of course, everyone's entitled to their own opinion, and that's what we support. And we have kick-off Manchester City versus Fulham. Tico's telling me that he's a monkey, not a gorilla. Same thing. And Zello says, Diaz. Yeah, I wouldn't have captained Diaz either, but City are underway here. And Fulham immediately with a high press. It's Lookman and Caballero pressing the three at the back. City get the ball away here. It's Caballero here. Good start from Fulham, straight out from the blocks. Mendy showing his pace in behind. Not much of it. And Geesey with a cross. It's blocked by Mendy. Falls to Rodri. He took that on his arm maybe a bit there. Fulham looking lively, and then Caballero, this one giving away, and Laporte just hammers it behind for a throw-in. Ian Morris says Mothra will take them all. Okay, I think you're in the wrong chat here, guys. This is football. Don't worry, Ian. There'll be a Mothra versus Kong versus Godzilla film. You know why they'll make it? Because you idiots pay for it. And keep going watching it. Long ball by Fulham out of play. Deflected.
A positive start from him, though. They're not sitting behind the ball, are they?
No, definitely not. Loasis already don't trust the left side of City's. Is that because Mendy's in it?
Yeah, probably.
And it's looking like this is a very odd formation from City. To me, so the formation for City, for you guys who can't see it, they've got Jesus on the left, Aguero through the middle, and Ferran Torres on the right. We've got Bernardo Silva sitting in behind, with John Stones and Rodri sitting in midfield. And then it's Diaz, Laporte, and Cancelo. I don't know. Laporte's at left wing back now. He's been beaten way too easy. Ball into the box here. Diaz cuts it out. Lookman chests it down. Cancelo lumps it away. This is an odd City side. The way they've lined up here. Jesus is clattered into by Anderson there, but no free kick given. And then a great pass by Adebayo into the stands. Scott Parker, a manager of style, it seems.
He's done quite well, to be fair, I think, with them.
Yeah, I think that I really do think they're a decent footballing side. I would prefer them to stay up rather than Newcastle and so on. Here's Stones bringing it out from defence. Or maybe it's just Rodri sat in front of the back three. It's an odd formation, this one.
Yeah, it's like I don't know, a 3-1-4-1 or something, if that adds up to the right amount of players, something like that, isn't it?
It's like
it's
a three,
strange.
or a three, the two full-backs or wing-backs, then a one, then another one, then a three.
Yeah,
I don't know how to describe it. Zello says, I'm confused by what Pep's going for. I think the players are probably confused by what Pep's going for, and that tends to be the issue when he messes around with things like this.
Maybe I don't know, he's looked at the counter-attacking threat similar to the United game and thought, we need three at the back for this. They are quite good on the counter, these.
Yeah. Oh, foul by Anguissa and Rodri, free kick for City. This camera angle is terrible.
It's awful.
I felt
At least
like
it's high up, though.
I felt like I was like a drone flying about 1 foot above Rodri's head there. Oh, ball in behind to Cancelo. I feel like Ferran should have gone for that there. He left it for Cancelo, and Fulham now on the counter. Here's Caballero. Lamina, very good player, Lamina.
Done really well there.
Clearly got the quality if he's played at Juventus.
Yeah, he's quite good, isn't he? He was at Southampton. They binned him off, didn't they, for whatever reason?
Yeah, I know.
I don't know why. Bit odd. That was a good pass.
Oh, great ball into Lookman here, who's through. Cuts back across Laporte, and again, Mendy across. Should have shot there.
He should have shot. He cut inside, sat him down, and then should have shot.
Zello says I'm confused by what Pep's going for.
He's a mile off, anyway.
Yeah, he is. It should be. Typical VAR. Zello says I was a 666 subscriber. An iconic number, not for the good reasons, but thank you very much, Zello, for being number 666. Elmis says, I think Pep is trying to play the formation he played when we beat Liverpool, 5-0. I remember that game, I was at that game. I agree with you about that one. Loe says, it looks like the back five with Cancelo and Mendy wing-backs and 3 centre-backs. Yeah, but it's the midfield that's odd. I don't know, how Rodri and Bernardo are lined up, and we thought that maybe Ferran's in behind. He's not, he's on the right. There is Ferran dropping deep.
It's strange.
It is very strange. Subtatico says, I will make a diss about this lineup. Okay. Margaret says, Zello, well done you. And Loe says, Lookman trying to do too much. Exactly. And he's known for that, isn't he? Always Mendy on the left-hand side. Well, one thing Mendy can do is cross the ball. He sings a great ball in. Areola punches it. Jesus with a bit of a weak first touch there by Gabriel Jesus. And then Rodri. Poor by Rodri is Frank Zambo and Anguissa. Oh, Lookman. He's causing problems, Lookman. Ball out wide, and it's a terrible pass.
Curse the commentator there.
He was causing problems, but mainly for his own side.
They look lively here, don't they?
They really do. I think, look, like we said at the start, Caballero and Lookman, they're more wingers than forwards, but they play narrow, and they're happy to, sort of shift all over that front line.
I think teams are starting to learn, though, aren't they, not to sit behind the ball against us.
Oh, yeah,
because
definitely.
we just break them down, that if they have a bit of a goal, they can actually get some success. So, it's the right way to play. At least they're not being negative,
Definitely.
Makes for an interesting game.
Elmis says United have 2 games in hand. I'm not sure on that one. Maybe 1 game.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. They've got 2 because we played on Wednesday night, didn't we? But obviously they play tomorrow, so they've got 1, haven't they? They've got 1. I think Wednesday night's game was, I presume, ready for the cup final, the Carabao Cup.
Yeah, of course.
I presume. So they have got 2 at the moment, but it'll be 1 tomorrow.
City pressing high here, and Pep, of course, in the week in the press conference, has been complaining about the Etihad pitch, saying it's not suitable to play on, and they're looking at options as if they're going to play at neutral grounds.
They were going to dig it up, weren't they?
Yeah.
Last year about this time, but obviously COVID hit, so they didn't. I saw something this morning. It was something like City and one other team are the only teams in the Premier League that haven't got this new style pitch, sort of thing.
Yeah, the oldest pitch in the Premier League. And Pep actually complimented the pitch in Hungary where they played at the Puskás Arena, of course, a new arena, against Mönchengladbach. He said that's the best pitch they've played on, ever. So maybe City will try and do the same one. But I think that's the best they've played as well, pressing-wise, football-wise.
It was a good result, wasn't it? Just got to do the business at home this week.
Fulham have got a free kick. Rodri, or was it Ruben Diaz, I think, up against Loftus-Cheek, who chucked himself to the floor. The Chelsea youngster, he's in danger of becoming the next Lingard, I feel like, Loftus-Cheek.
Yeah, I don't rate him at all. No, I think he's been good. He's been good for this season, to be fair.
Diaz makes a mistake.
This is his level, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. Is Mendy. Oh, my
What
word.
are you doing?
Mendy, get him off. I could have told you he would have a bad game. From minute 1, Stones clears. City have not started well. They don't tend to have a good first 10 minutes. And here is Diaz, and City's trying to settle down a bit here. But
I don't understand
Bernardo's
why
telling
play
him.
Mendy today.
I don't understand why Mendy ever plays.
Against these as well, they're a bit lively, aren't they? You know, so get against someone that's going to be sat behind the ball, like West Brom, someone like that sort of team.
You said Aguero's finished. I think Mendy's finished, I tell you.
Well, yeah, he'll be gone in the summer.
Here is Mendy. If anyone buys him, Jesus.
That's the problem, isn't it? I was just about to say, it's finding someone that wants him.
Stones is, again, making runs into midfield like a midfielder. Zello says Loftus-Cheek is garbage. Crossing to Jesus, chesty down to Aguero. Wide to Mendy, who's got no legs to get on the end of that one.
On the same wavelength, are they, at the moment? He's offside anyway. They've now flagged for offside 20 minutes later.
Oasis forgot to say hi, Jonathan. How's it going, man? Been a while since you've been on. What's happened?
Yeah, I'm good. Nothing. I've just got work at the moment, so I'm just doing the weekend games. I can't do the midweek ones at the moment.
It's hard to not be tired after a long day of work and then the City games, and there's so many games at the moment, isn't there?
I know, it's mad, isn't it? It is mad.
Elmis says Mendy played at Monaco. I wish we had the Monaco Mendy, Elmis.
Yeah, so do I. And Bernardo Silva as well.
Yeah, and Zello said they won't want him back, though. Yeah, Monaco won't want him back, true.
No.
Mendy played there and he's going to get injured. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, no one wants Mendy because his injury history, he's so poor. And also his attitude, he got issues off the pitch. He's just it's like Balotelli. You just can't get rid of these players. And City got offered 60 million, didn't they, from Paris Saint-Germain one summer after that unbelievable World Cup he had, and then they ended up selling him for about 15 to AC Milan. They probably should have cashed in, although I did like him. I did like Balotelli. At least it wasn't injury problems with him.
No.
You know, and he did score goals. He did score goals, you know.
No, he did. He did the job.
Mendy's been gone for years.
I wouldn't be surprised if Mendy went to sort of a lower Premier League team.
Yeah.
Like I don't know, sort of like a sort of 8th or 9th team sort of thing, that sort of position. Yeah. I don't know, maybe like a Southampton or, I don't know, someone like that.
Yeah.
But he's just not good enough for us.
City with a free kick there. It looked like Fulham were in, but it was a free kick that got pulled back for a foul on Sergio.
Yeah, a bit soft on it, but...
If you're wondering what my was about.
Giving it away again.
Oh, Sergio. Not strong enough to hold up the ball there. No help from the players, though. It was a poor pass to him, Bernardo.
No, I know. I'm just leaving him.
Edison hoofs it long to Jesus. He's done well. It's Ferran Torres, actually. Great hold-up play. Here's Gabriel Jesus. Terrible ball through. Oh, he's pressing well, though. This is the thing about Jesus. He does work hard, and, you know...
Oh, he does. You know,
he's a good player. He just can't pass. He just can't shoot. That's his problem.
But he takes 5 attempts to finish, doesn't he?
Yeah.
You know, and in a game, if you're only getting 1, and he doesn't score that's the issue, isn't it? You know.
Loay says that Mendy could go to Spain. I can't see that, to be honest with you, Loay.
I'd say more like Germany or something like that. They seem to like the wing backs where they don't have to defend, like Angelino.
Yeah. Ooh, crossing for City and cleared away by Harrison Reed. Rodri good pressing, picks it up on the edge of the box. Wide to Benjamin Mendy. City becoming lively, but of course Mendy touches the ball. Mendy gives the ball away. And Fulham back in possession.
He's going to go to Dortmund on a swap deal for Haaland and some money. I'll tell you that. Oh, that's my prediction.
Zello says Bilbao. Well, if there's anywhere he's going, it definitely won't be there, Zello. They only sign players that are of Basque
region.
Yeah, from the Basque region, so French, Spanish,
yeah.
So Mendy couldn't play for them because I think he's a Marseille boy. Subtitico says Mendy is garbage. Agreed. We need to add some sort of thing where the Simpsons, we've got what is he called, Mayor? What's he called now, the Mayor and Simpsons just hitting his hammer going, Agreed to everything people say like that. Although you probably get copyright for that, so maybe it's not the best of ideas. Loay thinks he could go to some mid-table club in Spain. I suppose, but I just can't see any mid-table team in Spain taking him.
He needs to play football, doesn't he? And he can't.
No.
You know, in terms of his ability, he can't, not like to play, but, you know, passing and stuff like that.
Oh, great work from Jesus there. Sliding tackle to win the ball back. Ferran Torres gets bundled in the back from Lamina. No touch on the ball. And Michael Oliver, it's Andre Mariner, an even bigger clown, says that's not a free kick. How's that not a free kick? Come straight to the back of him. No foot on the ball. A shocking decision from Andre Mariner. Jesus did really well there, working hard. Slid in to sort of tap the ball through to Ferran. And he had a bit of a run in the Fulham defence and just wouldn't let him go through. City back in possession. Stones, it seems, is playing like a right back. Aguero holds the ball up well. Ferran Torres. Cancelo, who's sticking wide to the right hand side. You don't see him do that much.
No, he likes to drift inside, does João, doesn't he? But
here is Ruben Diaz. And will we see City's striker issue cause problems again? City linked with a few strikers again this week. And it looks like the list is looking like so. Top target is Erling Haaland. Second choice is Romelu Lukaku. Third choice is João Felix. And then you've got to get to your sort of Alexander Isaacs, Darwin Nunez.
he'd be a good signing.
Isaac.
Yeah.
Not his first choice, though.
No, not yet. He's only 19, isn't he? You know.
Yeah.
So, but Romelu Lukaku is a definite stay away.
You think?
You know. Well, if you think Jesus can't play football, what be like having him up front?
Yeah, but at least he can finish.
Oh, he can score, yeah, but I don't
Premier
think
League
he'd sign
proven.
for us anyway.
He's a big man.
I don't think he'd sign for us anyway. Play for United, hasn't he? So.
Yeah, he's not a big fan of United, though, is he?
I
think he's got no. Although he's played for Chelsea, hasn't he? Everton, West Brom.
Yeah,
I don't think he's that sort of player. I don't think he
Yeah.
minds. I don't think it'll happen. But I feel like
No.
if the striker target's there, I feel like he's the most likely big name to come.
I think Haaland's going to come, mate.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially if they don't get Champions League.
Everyone's going on about Haaland, aren't they? I'd love it. I don't think there's
Oh,
anyone
it'd be
better,
mint.
is there? City
No,
fan.
well,
It seems to work.
Mbappe would be nice, wouldn't it? But I don't think he's going.
Well, they've said this week there's no chance for Mbappe because he's on about 500,000 a week at PSG.
He'll go to United. They'll pay him.
Oh, yeah, they will. Zello thinks Mendy could go to Freiburg. Maybe. I'm not sure their left-back situation at the moment. Here's João Cancelo for City on this right-hand side. Brings the ball inside. Into Bernardo Silva. We've got Laporte overlapping here, along with Mendy.
Be surprised if he went to like Inter or someone like that.
Yeah, they like the wing
that
backs.
sort of wing back. So Conte's there as well, isn't he? So
they like Finnish players as well. Ashley Young,
yeah.
Darmian.
Yeah, they got the ex-United squad build. They built an ex-United team, aren't they?
Here is Ruben Diaz. Rodri's filling it centre back now. Stones is pretty much at right back. City fluid in defensive positions now, not offensive positions. Stones making an overlap. Ferran Torres should have laid it off to him.
No, should have passed.
Oh, he's still going. He's done well. Oh, then he
Should have
lays it off
passed.
to Stones.
Should have passed earlier.
Should have given it to Stones, who could have cut it back. Elmis says, I was saying Guendouzi's a good player, but bad attitude. Yeah, there's a few of them in the Neymar.
Neymar gets away with it though.
Because he's so good.
Yeah, different level, isn't he? But
Elmis thinks Conte's a good manager. Yeah, he's not too bad.
if
you want to win a European, if you want to win a European competition, though.
Yeah, that's it, isn't it?
They always a bit like Mancini. He's always had a poor record in Europe. Here's Benjamin Mendy. I mean, I know they like to call Pep's European record. He's only ever won it 3 times. He's won it 3 times in what? I think it's 10 years. Sir Alex Ferguson, who's the greatest manager of all time, only won it 3 times in 26 years.
Yeah.
So if Pep wins another, he's already beat him.
Isn't he?
Yeah, he's still won it 3 times. It's more than Jurgen Klopp.
To win it with more than one club as well is a very good thing. There's not many managers that have done that.
Here's Ederson, City playing out from the back. Ederson sends it along on his right foot. Oh, it's not a bad pass, that. Anderson.
I think Guardiola's won it as a player, hasn't he, as well?
Yeah, he has.
And as a manager, I think, which, again, there's not many that have done that.
Here's Sergio having a bit of a run at the Fulham defence now. Oh, burst past him with a bit of pace. Oh, unlucky Sergio. They're trying something.
Bit better this last 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Retaining the ball a bit more.
Starting to pick up now, City. Fulham are just playing the long ball and there's no runners because they're getting back to defend. And Geese is the furthest man forward at the moment. Here's Ruben Diaz. Elmis says Sir Alex Ferguson, best manager of all time. Then Wenger, then Pep.
He's got to be up there, hasn't he? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
For what they did, obviously.
Yeah, I think you've got to... Pep's got to be in the top 3, hasn't he?
Oh,
really?
yeah, definitely. I mean, people slag Wenger, don't they? But, you know, they got Champions League every year, didn't they?
Yeah.
I know they didn't really win a lot, but they did at points, didn't they? But, you know, it's pretty impressive, that.
Tete with a throw-in. The Dutch Wan-Bissaka, except he can actually put in a cross. But he's more of a one-on-one defender. Stones here, poor touch. Bernardo, back to Diaz. Diaz brings the ball forward for City over the halfway line.
Surely Diaz is going to get a rest at some point.
Yeah, surely Diaz is going to win Player of the Season, maybe.
Well,
or Gundogan. It's got to be a City player, I think, hasn't it?
Yeah, it definitely has.
Here's Cancelo. Great ball in behind. Ferran Torres. Oh, great save by Alphonse Areola. Elmis says Wenger is so overrated. I thought you just said he was the second best of all time.
I don't think he's overrated. I think he did really well.
I think those last few years at Arsenal sort of made him look. If he should have left when he,
when
5 years
earlier
before.
on. Yeah, but he never really got any money, did he? Either, because they were sort of buying the current stadium, weren't they? Yeah, they bought the current stadium, didn't they? And that cost them a load of money. So, I mean, they went a season undefeated, which no one else has ever done. So,
no,
pretty impressive.
Mancini didn't seem like he could tactically adapt when things go wrong. Yeah, that was probably his
biggest
problem.
Pep's like that sometimes, though. You know what I think? At points, you think, bring a sub on, and then 10 minutes later he brings them on, and you're like, well, what's the point now?
They've sort of got this idea that I don't need a plan B because my plan A should work. It's but plan
when
A
it doesn't
work.
What do you do? You know.
There's Mendy. I can see just the top of his head because the camera angle is so far down on him. Subtatico says, where would you put Klopp in the top manager of all time? Probably outside the top 100.
He's won the Champions League, hasn't he? But
Bernardo's lost it here in a terrible position. It is a free kick. Marin had to think about that one. He was trying to hold on to the ball there. Bernardo, it's Lamina again. Tackling from behind.
Soft.
Bernardo lost it and Fulham were on the counter 3-on-2. Luckily, Marin decided, I think when he saw the situation City are in. Zello says Liverpool needed a new striker. Elmis says Klopp's 5th. You must be German or a Liverpool fan, Elmis. Put him in top 5. He nearly got Dortmund relegated. Does no one remember that?
I wouldn't.
He might get Liverpool relegated. Here's Cancelo into the box. Great cross, but it's into the hands of Areola. Good chance for City. Good play.
I think he's going to go and be the German manager. I know he said he's not, but I reckon he will.
Yeah, I do.
Just seems coincidental timing, doesn't it?
Crossing by Cancelo. It's not a. There was no one in there though. And Aguero, you'd hope was in there. It was Jesus of all people, and he weren't going to finish it.
No, he didn't gamble at the front post either. He sort of waited for it to come to him.
Foul by Cancelo on Cavallero. Free kick for Fulham just in their own half over the halfway line.
So you can have, managers, I didn't know who got quite a good career. Obviously I've seen him in England, but Roy Hodgson.
Yeah. Been around. He's the oldest manager I think ever.
He's been around quite a lot.
Tete with the ball forward.
I think he's been at Inter.
Yeah, he has.
He was at Inter and stuff and all sorts, which is mad.
I think it was Roberto Carlos. Ronaldo said he's the biggest idiot that's ever managed him.
Yeah, well, Roberto Carlos, he said to him that he'd never be a left back, he'd never make it as a left back or something. Yeah. But he's won stuff all over. In Sweden and stuff like that. He won the league a few years on the bounce in Sweden and stuff and all sorts.
Oh, great ball by Cancelo in behind for City. Aguero picks it up. City starting to make things happen now. Fulham intercept it. And Cavallero brings the ball out for Fulham. Good interception by Cancelo. High pressing, but just couldn't get on the end of it. Elmis running down, says Cancelo, Gundo, Stones, Diaz, Bruno or Kane for player of the year or season. Agreed. And he also says no Klopp 6, Ancelotti 5. If you genuinely think that Jurgen Klopp is the 6th best manager in the world.
Ball.
Oh, Varane. Good interception by Tosin.
Oh, he's offside.
Mohammed says we are City. We are Super City from Main Road. Or used to be. Doesn't quite have the same ring, does it, with we are Super City from Etihad. Ferran Torres was offside in this little chance that he had then. Good ball again by Cancelo. City seem to rely on Cancelo to create everything when there's no De Bruyne. Mohammed says, can you do predictions? I went through a 3-1 and Jonathan went for a 1-0.
2-1.
2-1, so there you are. Here's Ferran Torres a bit too weak there up against Aina. I think that's how you say his name.
Aina, something like that.
Oh, Mendy. A little bit of energy from Mendy. Pressing, Jesus. Clueless.
Oh.
Passes it out for a throw-in.
to the linesman.
How did I know he was clueless as soon as he touched the ball before he'd actually done anything? It's the problem with City. I mean, I'm not saying, the likes of Lukaku, Haaland and that are, incredible on the ball players, but they know what they're good at, don't they? But they know what they're good at.
Score goals. Yeah.
Mohammed says, my predictions are 3-0. Elmi says, I think Nagelsmann should get the German job. I can't see him taking it, to be honest with you.
No. He'll go to another club side, won't he?
Yeah. Apparently he's a big favourite for the Barca job under Laporta, who's, of course, just the new president.
Not staying.
No.
No chance.
And, of course, Laporta, the Barca fans have rejoiced in the return of him, forgetting that 7 years ago or 8 years ago they voted him out for being a crook. So they brought him back, and because it's been that bad, he looks good.
I think Messi's staying in there now because he voted for him, didn't he? So.
Yeah, it looks likely, but the thing is, they can't. He'd have to play for free.
They'll find some sort of, dodgy way of doing it, won't they?
Yeah, well, yeah. It will be Laporta. Here's Ruben Diaz. Julie says even Brendan Rodgers is better than Jurgen Klopp.
To be fair to him, he's not done bad, has he?
No. And Elmi says, I think Felix would fit perfectly a City prediction on the North London derby. Yeah, I think Felix would fit that false nine role. The problem is he's not really a finisher. And the North London derby, is it Arsenal versus Spurs? I'll go for Arsenal. I don't think they will win it, though. I think it'd be a draw. Both sides
I think
rubbish.
2-1 probably Tottenham.
They just hit him on break, won't they,
Tottenham? Yeah, and then sit behind the ball once it's 2-0 up.
Elmi says Brendan Rodgers ain't better than Klopp.
Don't know,
mate. I'm not a Klopp fan, to be honest with you.
Thing is, all I'd say, is next season put Klopp in charge of Brighton, all right, and see if they win anything. They wouldn't, would they?
They love to go on about this thing with Klopp is he's never spent any money. He's got a £70 million goalkeeper and an £80 million centre back. What do you mean he's not spent any money? Without them, Liverpool couldn't get in the top 4.
No.
Here's Medri Mendy crossing. Oh, straight off the head of Tete, corner for City. City are going to swing one in here. 24 minutes play this game. Going pretty quickly, it seems.
Yeah, we're looking a bit lost for ideas, though, aren't we?
And I did sort of feel like it was going to be that way without, De Bruyne or someone who actually a creator in midfield. Because Bernardo's not really a creator, but City got a chance to swing one in here. They've got big bodies in the box as well. Diaz, Rodri, Stones, Laporte, and Mendy's taking the corner, so no expectations with this one.
It's not going to beat the first man, is it?
What do you think? First man or into the keeper's hands?
Not going to beat the first man.
Or overhit? No, 1 in 3 chance.
Got it.
Didn't beat the first man. It falls to Ferrando on the edge of the box with a shot, and he puts it into Rowe's head. How did we know that Mendy wouldn't beat the first man?
Just typical, isn't it?
City have got this historic sort of thing to me where they're so bad at taking corners. I mean, I think Mancini were all right, but then from Pellegrini onwards, City have just been terrible at corners.
We've not really had a big team, have we? Since then. They're all the little, aren't they? Apart from the centre backs, obviously.
Elmi says, in popular opinion, Arteta has the potential to be a better manager than Tuchel in the future. Yeah, possibly. Subtatico says, I'm 15 and I play for Liverpool Youth. Well, that is very good. He must be a very good player, Subtatico, to play for Liverpool Youth. It's obviously, it's a tough business, football, to get into, so you must have shown some quality, especially to be at 15 and still playing there. What position do you play? Let us know. Here's Bernardo, fouled, but Rodri keeps it.
How have we got an advantage from that?
Playing backwards.
We're on backwards, aren't we? Surely we'd be more advantage from the free kick.
Diaz is going to bring the ball forward again. Ends up going backwards. Come on, City, let's show some creativity here. It's Varane on the right. Rodri's looked a bit sort of rusty, hasn't he, Varane, since he come back from that COVID, yeah?
Yeah.
Diaz, always running himself into problems here. He's done well.
You don't know it's affected him, though.
Yeah, exactly.
He could have long COVID, couldn't he?
Bernardo goes to wide left to Aymeric Laporte. Loasis, put yourself in dangerous territory there, because Klopp has actually do that in Germany. What you mean with Dortmund?
I don't know what we're going about now.
I'm not quite sure. Maybe we're a mile behind you. Subtatico says he plays centre mid or right centre mid. And
Nice.
Elmis ran you down, says Bielsa had a better defence, Leeds will get top 6. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah,
City's got a shot on target, by the way.
The thing with Bielsa is, right, he's obviously an alright manager, but he doesn't change his tactics, does he? No matter what the game.
No.
So they could be, like if they were playing City, they'd still go out and try and hammer him, and it's not the thing to do, is it, in that game?
No.
But he's not bothered. They just keep doing it anyway.
He's a football purist, isn't he?
Yeah, which it doesn't work, does it?
No.
They're never going to win anything or get anywhere. Are they just playing like that because they get thumped all the time? So.
Yeah, alert City have a shot on target, but it's nothing of any interest. It's I think it's Bernardo Silva. He's just sort of rolled it towards Areola, who picked it up, no problems. It's not the most exciting game. Elmis' Klopp did get to the Champions League final with Dortmund, but he never won it.
So it's all good getting to finals, isn't it?
As Jose Mourinho once said, second place, you're just a loser.
Yeah.
You might as well
No
have,
one remembers you.
gone out of the competition. No one remembers the second place. Headed by Ferran. He's doing well in the air, Ferran. Cancelo on the overlap here. Adebayo under pressure from Cancelo, clears it away.
That was a nice touch.
What a touch by Caballero. And Gisa on the turn. Here's Kenny Tete. Lookman's made a run up against Laporte. Beat Laporte for pace.
Looks
Crosses it in.
offside.
Again, he looks offside, but it's a corner for Fulham. So Fulham with a chance to swing one in here. Adeloma Lookman there. Looking dangerous again. He did in the first 10 minutes or so. His passing's let him down, but I don't think he timed his run like you said there to perfection.
No.
Did look offside. Tosin's coming up for this corner.
Don't
6
want
foot
him
5.
to score.
Will he celebrate? He's a
Yeah,
City
of course
fan.
he will. Of course he will. Doesn't play for us anymore, does he? It's not as if he's on loan, is it?
Yeah, he's a City fan. Boyhood.
Yeah, well,
Fan.
doesn't matter, does it? Still celebrate. Scored for your team, haven't you?
Yeah, I suppose. Cross comes in from Caballero. Cleared away. Lamina picks it up. Wide to Harrison Reed. Fulham are going to get
going the wrong way.
going backwards here, Fulham. Lamina, lump forward. Good
Great
pass.
ball.
And Gisa in the box here up against Mendy. He backs himself against Mendy. He dragged it away from him. Here's Caballero. Chops onto his left and right foot, loses it. Big tackle on Jesus there by Anderson. Good tackle. Here's Ngisa.
Well done, Jesus. Fair play.
Yeah, back defending Gabriel Jesus.
I don't know what he's moaning at about that, though. We got the ball.
No. Elmis says Calviero doesn't have end product. I don't think Fulham themselves, the whole side, has any end product, do they? That's probably the problem.
isn't it?
Bit like Brighton. They play good football. Oh, Ngisa with a cross in. He's been training with Benjamin Mendy, it seems. Sent it to the other side at field for a throw-in nearly. Oh, Ferran up against, I think it was Lamina.
Yeah. Wrestled each other to the floor.
Yeah. 30 minutes gone, Fulham still in possession. Here's Anderson bringing the ball forward. Think over the top, it's not a bad ball into Caballero. Fulham looking the better side here. Here's Caballero.
It's not a bad ball,
Well, he's kept it in, Ida.
If someone had ran onto it, they'd been alright, wouldn't it?
He's going to swing one on his right foot, swings it in.
Yeah, well done,
Laporte's
Mendy.
up there, Mendy.
Good tackle again. Big
Great tackle on Jesus. Tete. He's going to swing one in. Oh, not a bad cross, but
Get
no
it
one's
away.
there.
What are you doing?
Terrible clearance by City again, and Geese, the pressure's mounting. City clear it away again, but just upwards, not forwards. Jesus still loses the ball. Mendy clears it away for a throw-in.
Throw-in on the other side of the pitch. Bloody hellfire.
I think Subtatico said that he suffered a broken leg twice. That's a pretty tough injury to go with, Subtatico, but the fact that he's still, playing
Yeah,
shows
good
that you're a
luck to you.
battler.
Hopefully we'll see you on the telly one day.
Yeah, maybe one day when we're commentating these games, you'll be like, I mean, if Liverpool get any more injuries, you can play with your broken leg, couldn't you?
Yeah.
And you still get in team. Oh, nutmeg and Ferran Torres there. Fulham battle their way through it. It's Caballero on this left-hand side, is it? Tries a little nutmeg on Cancelo. It was a Fulham throw in that, but Cancelo claimed it, just picked the ball up and took it, and the referee let him get away with it. Rodri, can you make a forward pass? Just. Ferran Torres back to Cancelo. City are not looking good. Edison taking some risk there. He's the Brazilian.
Oh, that's a good pass.
Here's Sergio.
It's a
Holds off
foul,
Harrison
yeah.
Reed. Good use of his body there, Sergio Aguero. Very good player, and hopefully we can get him back to his best. Andrew Marin is just warning Harrison Reed here. He's made a few fouls. The next one will be a yellow card.
That.
Yeah.
It's cynical, isn't it?
Harrison Reed, of course, in an interview last week, said that he takes inspiration from Fernandinho, so clearly he's learning a lot.
Been practicing his fouls, hasn't he?
Subtatico says real football is harder than you think.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah. Especially playing for a team, the pressure you're under. Great touch by Loftus-Cheek, that goes straight to a City player. Here's Rodri. Forward pass, please. Nope. Diaz. Here is John Stones. Lois says when Arteta won 2-0 versus City, I think he basically did an ollie. Yep, sit back and hit him on the counter. Here's Diaz bringing the ball for City. Forward. Still no passes forward, though. Rodri. Stones. Come on, City. Let's make something happen here. There's just no creativity at the moment in this City side at all. Elliot's GFC says up the Gillingham. Must be, I assume you're a Gillingham fan. Oh, great skill by Jesus away from Anderson. Tete's all over him. Jesus with a great ball through to Sergio. Wide to Mendy. Great first touch by Mendy. And as soon as I say anything positive about him, you know I'm lying.
Cross. Gillingham won today. 3-1 away at Swindon.
Congratulations. Here's Mendy. Cross in. Not a bad one. But wasn't great. Here's Cancelo. Onto his left foot. Back onto his right foot. Oh, gets the ball stuck under his feet. Bernardo Silva. Great first touch.
Go on, Bernardo.
Go on, Bernardo. Oh. Go on, Bernardo. Oh.
Unlucky. Better.
Portuguese Messi. Elliot's GFC says 1999. What a match. Well for you, not us. Yeah. Sure, City fans do remember that one. And Gillingham fans also. Probably not in a positive light, I suppose, Elliot, but, you know. Elliot says we beat the Scum 3-1. I assume they're your rivals then, who you beat today. Fulham have actually had no attempts on goal yet.
Walker's stopped jumping about now. The camera's come on him, isn't he?
Keep him warm, he's got Walker there. Rodri into Mendy, who's in midfield now. That's worrying. Mohamed says City waste good opportunities. Tell me about it. Seems to happen every game. Here's Jesus. Terrible pass. Just gives it straight back to Tete. Then holds his face like he's been shot. Tete throws himself on the floor like he's been shot. And it's a free kick.
Get up, Jesus. What's he on the floor for now?
Elliot at GFC says they are indeed, Jeff. I see me playing Chris Kamara there.
Looks like the sniper's been out again, doesn't he?
Nothing in that.
At Fulham.
I can do my Michael Owen impression if you want, Elliot.
Got a bit of an elbow to the face there.
Yeah, he did.
He's alright, though.
Here's my Michael Owen impression. The team that scores the most goals wins. It's one of those games.
Thank you, Michael.
Elmi says, is Cancelo his celebration when he has two fingers and one finger ahead of that? If that makes sense. Yes, I think I understand what you mean. I think that is his celebration, yeah. I think it's an A, is it? I think the A is maybe his mother's name. Oh, Tete's got some contraband on the field here. He's got a cross round his neck. They've made him take his necklace off. And give it to the officials.
How have they only just noticed that now? 35 minutes into the game.
I think the only thing they can do is forfeit the game because that's illegal. 3-0 win for City. That's what we're going to have to do. Probably at the moment, it seems like the only chance City have of scoring 3 goals. Or winning the game. Ball here by Areola out wide. Giving away to Bernardo Silva, who gives it straight back to the Fulham player. Lamina. That's not a foul on Lamina. Just threw himself on the floor. Good tackle, Cancelo. So throw into Fulham. Julie says Jesus looks like he was channeling the inner matrix there. Dodging that. Elmi says what happened. Tete punched Jesus in the face. And then he was told to remove his cross around his neck because no saint would do sort of that to another player. Especially not to Jesus. You wouldn't punch Jesus, would you?
God wouldn't like that, will he?
I mean, the channel's on 666 subscribers. It's all coming together. The mark of the devil.
Get them triangles out.
Here's Cancelo back to Stones, Diaz. Laporte. Well, I have to say, people, it's not been the most exciting 37 minutes or so. Elliot says beat Fulham. He's put a star in the U. That shows what he thinks about Fulham. Last time he played them, someone got murdered after both fans had a massive scrap. Hate Fulham. Well, that's not nice to hear. Some people take football too seriously, don't they? I'm sure Fulham versus Millwall would be an interesting game off the field. In the stands. Julie says Twilight Zone. Definitely. It's a foul on... No, it's not a foul on Ferran. He just chucked himself to the floor. Been a bit of that today. I think the City players, I've seen a lot of them go down pretty easy today. Is that in response to the Foden stonewall penalty at the weekend, where because he got back up and didn't throw himself and flail his arms like Mo Salah would do?
I think this is the issue, isn't it? It's getting that fine line between over-exaggerating it and actually going down. So if you don't go down, you don't get it, do you?
No. Oasis, the Conjuring in City, yeah.
Yeah.
The Nun, you'll see the Nun soon.
Oh, don't say that.
You're not a fan of horror films, are you, Jonathan?
No.
Oh,
no.
City are in here, Jesus. Good flick, Ferran. Good touch. Across the box, Adebayo. Good defending. Really good defending.
Oh.
Areola there. Torres has been unimpressive today, Ferran, unfortunately. Good ball, that. Jesus did well to control it.
Poor defending, wasn't it? No, he made the mind up.
He made a good recovery, though, from
Tosin.
Adebayo. Somehow the ball, we didn't see that, has gone all the way back to the other end and City back in possession. Elliot says from Gillingham to world domination. Here comes, I think it's Diaz. Ball into Sergio Aguero, who's dropped deep. Decent touch on the turn into Rodri. Something Jesus doesn't give you that. Just sort of, holds the ball up, touches it, turns it. Jesus takes 3 hours on the ball. Here's Cancelo on the far right-hand side now. Terrible touch, cuts it back. He's not having a good game, Joao Cancelo. It's Caballero.
Stupid foul.
Elliot says, imagine if we beat you that day. Well, that is an interesting point, isn't it, Elliot? Because say Gillingham had beat City that day, sort of a sliding doors moment where it could be Gillingham that were in the position City are in now, bought by investors and, made one of the best teams in the world. You never know. Elmis Running Down says, just me, but when United play Dan James with City, they always win. Why do Leeds always have more possession than every team? Because they keep the ball more, and I don't know how to answer that one. If I'm honest with you, I think they just play better. I do like Leeds. They like to keep the ball. It's the sort of what would you call it? The footballing ideas that they have. Yeah, philosophy that Bielsa has. And yeah, Dan James maybe he's a bit of a jinx for City.
Talisman for United.
Mohammed says Nagelsmann should replace Pep so he can go to Madrid because he's already managed Barcelona.
No chance he goes to Madrid.
That would be definitely a sliding doors moment. What if Pep had played for Real Madrid and was a Real Madrid manager?
There's no chance he goes to Madrid though. I think he hates him, doesn't he?
Yeah, not a big fan of them. And Elliot says I don't want to be a big club. I don't want to be a big club fan. I'm happy supporting my local. I like the lower leagues. Yeah, agreed. I mean, Manchester City's my local, so that's who I support. And Subatico says, I want to join a championship side when I'm 18. Well, definitely. Probably get some game time there, maybe, ahead of Liverpool. Chance of Fulham here on the counter. Caballero on the left-hand side. Cuts inside, crossing on his right foot, cleared away by John Stones. Or was it Ruben Diaz? They look very similar today. Do Stones and Diaz. Crossing again. Mendy uses his body, but lets it bobble through to Tete on the far post.
Just hit the cameraman on the head.
Hits Mendy and goes behind.
No one marking him at the back.
Elliot says, I don't want someone with all the money to take over my club. We're against Gillingham money. We are little old Gillingham. Nice channel, by the way. Thank you very much, Elliot. And Elmi's asked Zidane or Flick or Simeone. Whew. That's a tough one. None. Probably Simeone.
No. Yeah, if
or Zidane. Zidane's been a bit lucky in his career, hasn't he, really? But, he's got black magic on his side. Speaking of 666.
Hansi Flick's not really proven himself yet, has he?
No.
He's only had one season, so...
Here's Anguissa. Wide to Caballero, crossing on his right foot, cleared away by City, who've been under pressure. Fulham have still not had a shot, but they've actually created the better chances, it feels.
They've
Aguero.
looked more dangerous, haven't they?
Yeah, definitely. Ederson back on the ball here. Mendy's in loads of space. You can see why Ederson's not passing it to him. He's looking for another pass. He goes wide to Laporte. Laporte brings the ball forward for City. This has been not a great first half. I think Jonathan's a jinx, to be honest with you.
I think it's shown. I don't think it's just playing bad. I think Fulham have defended quite well, and they're quite compact and making it tough.
Here's Ederson. Good switch of play out wide to Cancelo. Great touch on his chest.
Better.
And he puts it through to... Oh, Joao Cancelo forgets the ball. There's Loftus-Cheek. Andrew Buckley says, defending. Yeah, he's even getting back, Sergio. Elliot says, we're a bigger club than Man City with a much bigger fan base. We used to be. Well, City had the record attendance in Division 2, so I'm not so sure about that one. But, yeah, I'm sure Gillingham are got a big fan base, but I don't think they've ever had a bigger fan base than City. I mean, what's the population of Gillingham? I don't think it's anywhere near as big as Manchester. Here's Rodri. Oh, what's he doing? He's done well. Here's Laporte. Oh, just pulled down by his hair. Here's Anguissa. Tete. Mohamed asks, with your City career mode, are you doing a fresh new career or sim through until season 4 and sign the players we had? We're starting on the PS5, Mohamed. We're doing a completely new career mode. Couldn't get that word out then. Mode. A completely different career mode in a different world, and we're starting from season 2. So we've simmed to season 2, and it's dropping tomorrow 4:30.
I like I saw the idea someone said in the comments of a New York City one. I think that'd be quite good.
Yeah, definitely.
Have to do one, can't we, when we're actually allowed to go in the same room?
Yeah. Here's Cancelo. Great touch on his right foot. Cuts inside. Cross in into Ferran on his chest. Sergio here. Ooh, good shot by Sergio into the hands of Areola though.
We got Kent on at half time.
We have got Kent on at half time. Our celebrity special guest. He's not even. He's more than a celebrity special guest now. He's a regular on the channel.
He's a regular guest.
Surely Kent will be have some insight.
Yeah,
this
definitely.
Game. Been a lifelong City fan. That's a long time for him. Mohammed says 4:30, right? Yes, 4:30 UK time. It will drop. And it will premiere, I think. It will premiere. That's tomorrow. Julie says a surge from Serge there. Yep, surge forward, but nothing with it. Laporte knees it away. Bernardo Silva. Surely Pep's got to understand he's got the tactics wrong here. He needs to change it.
He needs to change at half time.
Elliot says, swear we took more fans than City to Wembley. Probably because you're closer. Crossing by Cancelo. Ooh, over the goal. Old Wembley. Yeah, maybe Gillingham took more fans to Wembley than City, but I mean, I think it's a bit of a shorter journey for you guys, isn't it, than the City fans. That's why I don't like games being played at Wembley. 30 seconds of the added time to play it. Looks like we're going to go in at 0-0. City have hardly had a chance, have they?
No, not really. A couple of half chances.
More shots than Fulham, but Fulham have looked the more dangerous side.
It's going to be tough. I told you it won't be an easy game. This.
City could do with getting 3 points here, because I think, they're 3 wins away from winning the league then.
Yeah.
Long ball by Areola. Great. Great one.
Hard, doesn't it? It looked like he sliced that, didn't it? It's half time anyway.
Yeah, so half time, Manchester City 0, Fulham 0. City have been lacklustre to say the least. So we will be back during half time of a short break. We'll be back for you guys to listen to our half time talk with Kent Slane, and then we'll be back for the second half. So see you guys very shortly.
son.
I've got something to say, you should hear it all.
Hello, welcome back to the halftime talk with Kent Selane. And Kent is, of course, our celebrity special guest. And he's becoming quite a regular on the channel now. And we know we've had sort of technical difficulties with him in the past, but now we can't get rid of him. He's learned how to use computers. He actually hacks the computers and just comes on at halftime. So welcome, everyone, Mr. Kent Selane.
Well, the money's good, so I keep coming back, and if it wasn't for the money, I wouldn't be here. Of course I would. I'm a City fan, so if you want some unbiased summaries of the games, I'm the man for you. Well, City made, yet again, 7 changes, quite regular, 5, 6, 7 changes City make between games. It's going a bit like a game of chess, this, but a game of chess where nobody even takes a pawn. They just all keep moving the players around. It's a little bit frustrating. City aren't looking very creative, to be honest, I don't think. And Fulham, they do seem a threat. And, of course, they've got a very good run of games going together at the moment. I think in the last half a dozen games, if everybody was judged just on that, they'd be 5th in the league. So they're certainly on a run of form. I think what sticks out for me, Areola. He has been solid in goals there, and Areola is certainly sticking out for me, which is good for me. Tete, French for head, of course. That's me dinner ready. That's Tet keeps getting his head on things. Adaribayo, the ex-City player that we've seen play lots of times for the youth, and never in the Premier League, but once in the Champions League and some cup matches. He's doing well. He's nice and solid. Always liked him. I think City got rid because difficult name to pronounce, and of course that's why he goes by the name of Tosin, of course. And he keeps tossing in runs, yo-yoing up and down the pitch, doing well. He's a good defender there for Fulham. Of course, Fulham in the long line of famous hams, Oldham, Ham in Kent, and Sandwich. That's another famous ham that's in Kent. Obviously, Kent, the county named after myself. Loftus-Cheek certainly been a bit of a cheek because he's getting at City, he's stopping our attacks, he's getting stuck into players, as are all the Fulham players. They're pressuring us, they're keeping the press on us, and they're not letting us be comfortable on the ball particularly. We're not very creative at all, I don't think. So I think Elway has mentioned that he was worried about City's left side, and that's the side, so Fulham's right side, that they seem to be getting a lot of joy from. Lookman certainly looks the man. He's getting lots of creative chances. They just lack what they've been lacking all season. They lack that decisive final ball and shot on goal. There's been hardly any shots on goal by either team. I don't know what the stats are, do you?
I don't think Fulham have actually had a shot on goal. No. I know Fulham have had, City have had maybe 2 or 3, but not real big chances, have they? I think Aguero had one towards the end of the game. Bernardo rolled one towards the keeper, barring that. Not many chances.
It's been quite poor, really. So I think Fulham have only scored 8 at home all in the league all season, and so it's apparent, isn't it, when we watch this game now, that it just shows that that's where the problems lie. But I'm expecting some changes quite soon. I think I said this in the United match, and they didn't come soon enough, and not enough either. And that, that still rankles with me, really. It's very upsetting that didn't change for the better quick enough, because they were there for the taking. Nice to see Aguero back. Nice to see him captain, but he's not in the box much.
No.
When we've had the ball in the box, it's been Torres and perhaps Jesus, and so I'm just thinking, what's going on there? He's dropping too deep for me sometimes, and it's interesting that him and Jesus are back together, starting for the first time in over a year. So they rarely start together. And Sergio's not scored for over 14 months in the Premier League. So, on paper, these are you can see the issues, you can see the problems. So I think Fulham are cancelling us out, really, and we're letting them play their game because we're not stopping them at all. It's been, a reasonable sort of. It's not one of those games where everybody's going full pelt at it and kicking lumps out of each other. It's been played with some respect, and I think Scott Parker there in his jacket that's far too tight for him. Perhaps he got it off his brother Peter or his dad Parker off Thunderbirds, or his granddad Nosey. He's got his team nicely set up. They've got quite a few loan players, I think, and it looks like they're, he's built a nice solid team there that can, I think they'll escape the relegation zone. And if the match carries on as it is, it's going to remain at 0-0 because nothing much is happening. As much as Fulham are attacking and making the chances, they're just not getting that final ball in. And as much as City occasionally do, we're not getting a decent shot on target. As I was started to say before, Elway was quite right. Our weakness is our left side, and you can see why Mendy doesn't get many games, to be honest. He's had chances to get decent crosses in, and he's either cut back and passed back, or he's not beat the man, or he's put it over too high and too far. Not what we need, and he's not doing himself yet again any favours. I think Mendy's in because I think Pep sees this maybe as one of the easier games, and he's got his eye on Tuesday in the Champions League, although we're 2-0 ahead there. And he's also got his eye on next Saturday when we play Everton in the quarter-final of the FA Cup. So Mendy's in purely to give others a rest, I think, and I can see why Sterling and Kevin aren't playing because they were dreadful in the last game and they need a rest. They need to refocus and somebody else needs to get in there. So, not overly impressed, I'm afraid. That's me in a nutshell. That's what I would say.
Yeah, definitely. I agree with you there. Well, thanks very much, Kent, for giving us that. I think everyone agrees with you on this one. City have been poor, haven't they? And hoping for better things in the second half.
I think you're right. I think it would be unusual if everyone didn't agree with me, I have to say.
Well, thank you very much, Kent. It's been great to have you on, and we'll see you next time, Kent.
See you Tuesday. I'll be here. I'll be hacking in.
See you later.
If I can sort this computer out.
I've got something to say, you should hear it. Oh.
There's no time for me. I've been flying from town to town.
Hello and welcome back to the We Are City channel, ready for the second half, which is only a few moments away. And of course, we are joined by our co-commentator, Jonathan, today. I've noticed we've hit 667 subscribers. Thank you very much for getting us off that pretty unlucky number. Elmis, Loe's gone. I hope you have a good day, Loe. I think you've got work tomorrow, you said. Unlucky you, on a Sunday as well. Elmis ran you down, which says, would you take Kieran Tierney in a heartbeat if it means that we don't have to ever see Benjamin Mendy wear a blue shirt again? The game's, of course, on BT Sport 1 today in the UK if you're watching it. One thing I've got to mention is they've got a new, a new presenter, a female one. To me, it looks like they've gone, 30 years into the future and dragged Pixie Lott back and put her on set. Doesn't she look like her?
She does.
Don't you think?
Yeah.
In about 30 years, after her career's gone downhill, she's only drank Stella for 30 years and smokes 40 a day. Even so, she looks just like Pixie Lott. I can't believe it. The lookalikes. That's quite a good game. That I think Sean Dyche has been speaking about this in his press conference about lookalike games. You know, you can sort of sit. What did he call it? The lucky-likey game, I think Sean Dyche calls it, the Burnley manager. And he says you can sit anywhere and you can sort of, look at people and go, oh, look, it's... one with a friend I know is Rude Hullet. That was one. Look, it's Rude Hullet because, of course, or Nathan Ake, for example, they had dreadlocks. They don't have to look that much like them, but you end up just pulling loads of people out, don't you? There's no really, you can't really do lookalikes on a football pitch because they look like footballers, don't they?
Looks like Scott Parker.
In a terrible jacket. I think Kent mentioned his Scott style.
I
think Pep mentioned he's a good-looking guy, Scott Parker. It's a bit weird, Pep. He's getting a bit like that. The other time, this Portuguese journalist asked him something about Fernandinho, and the first thing Pep said was, "I like your moustache, Fred. He's very handsome and sexy." I thought, okay.
He's got some homosexual tendencies, is it? Yeah. Nothing wrong if he has. Nothing wrong if he has, but yeah, I know.
Just I didn't know that about Pep.
No.
But there we are. Subtitico says he's back. He's back from where? And Elmis doesn't have BT.
Oh, God, don't buy it. It's crap.
Yeah. Don't waste your money.
No.
On greasy Steve McManaman.
No.
Second half's underway. Manchester City versus Fulham. Scott Parker's jacket from Gap Kids Department, says Julie. I think if you buy in the Gap Kids Department, don't you get... There's no tax, is there, on kids' clothes? Because I know some people, like smaller people, they tend to buy, kids' clothes because they don't pay tax.
Yeah, that's a good idea, isn't it?
Obviously, you've got to be relatively small. When I say relatively, really small. Yeah. Elmis ran you down, says we got out of 666. We did. Might be back there tomorrow, though. But we'll see. Please continue to subscribe. If we hit 670 by the end of this stream, that would be massive. Gigantuan was the word I was looking for. It'd be like King Kong and Godzilla. We've mentioned that before. Julie says, nope, tax-free. Yeah, exactly. Tax-free kids' clothes. There you are, everyone. Buy kids' clothes for yourself. They might be tight, but no tax. You sell yourself, what is it, 25%? Or whatever tax is. You'll know. What's VAT?
25%.
Go on, Rain Man.
20%.
20%.
It will be 25% this year. It'll probably go up, but...
Stones! In the future, Stones is in there! Oh, City have scored. Well, I'm talking about small clothes. And City go and score. It's John Stones. City swing a corner in, or a crossing, was it? A free kick. I didn't even see what happened.
Free kick on the right, on the left wing.
Whoever swung that in was a great cross. And John Stones, he's doing a bit of a muscle celebration there.
Is he onside? Yeah. Good.
Swings it in. There's got João Cancelo. It's always Cancelo, the only creative player in the team. And John Stones is in there. Does he actually kick it in?
I've got Stones in fantasy football, so good.
Great finish from John Stones on his studs. It's 1-0 Manchester City. Well, that's a lively start. A better start to the second half.
Yeah, it's what we needed, that.
Great finish from City. So City take the lead. They got a free kick on the left-hand side. I think it was a foul on Gabriel Jesus. João Cancelo swings it in an in-swinger on that right boot into the box. And from a game that was pretty much nothing happening, it's all kicked off, hasn't it?
Good start, that.
Stones the striker, says Andrew. Fab with Johnny Boulders, as Lois would say, says Julie. Ian says all the hexacatephones are happy whatever that means.
I don't know. Seems a man of big words, this fella, doesn't he?
Subtatico says, I ran around my mum's apartment.
Ooh.
Ooh, Stones, you. Well, he nearly made up for his goal there. Stones with one in his own net. Crossing by Fulham. John Stones there. We'll see it again on the replay. Good cross in. Stones. Whew. We missed that one. Johnny Boulders says Sheba. Sheba's back. Subtatico says mine is my boy Bernardo. Good ball by Stones out to Mendy. Oh, he does a good touch as well. What's going on here? It's all changed in the second half. Gabriel Jesus for the step-overs. Into Bernardo Silva. City have space in this right-hand side. Surely is Joao Cancelo. They find him on his left foot. Beautiful ball. Beautiful ball. Here's Ferran. Just not quick enough. Tosi makes a meal of it. Gets lucky. And Cancelo wins it back for City. Lovely little ball roll round the defender and then passes it. Elmis is the back three doing any well? Yeah, the back three's not doing too bad. It's more of a back two. Yeah. It's more of a back two, really. Stones is playing midfield or right wing back. Although, I don't know if that's just the camera angle because it's just so close to the pitch, you can hardly tell.
I think they've been in behind a few times, haven't they?
Yeah. City should get a clean sheet when they've got, three of the best defenders in the league. Subtatico says Stones, I assume you mean, is a secret striker. Elmis says, would Garcia, Ake and Tosin, if he stayed, would they be a good back three? Probably not.
No, too small. Too small centre-backs, I think.
Yeah.
You need, if you're going to have a small one, you've got to have one and two bigger ones.
Elmis says, Stones my favourite City player. Scores, love to see it. You do. Stones, I was a big critic of him, and I always say this, footballers is part of the game. They deserve to be criticised when they play poor, but they also deserve to be, credited to when they play well. I think we do that. I think we're pretty partial in that. We don't have agendas against certain players. If Jesus plays well, I say he plays well. It might come across as a bit of a flip-flop, I suppose.
Yeah.
But, if he's doing well, he's doing well. If he's not doing well, he's not doing well. And Stones is doing well.
The money they're on, I'd stay behind for an hour every game to get criticised, the money they're on, and just stand there and take it, wouldn't you? $50,000 a week.
Ian Morris says Hex, whatever that word is, that is around 700 characters. I'm surprised they let you fit that in the YouTube thing. He said, is a fear of the number 666.
Oh, there we go.
Isn't that called Christianity or Catholicism, religion? I don't think any of them like 666 or Fulham. On the ball here, here's Lookman, who's the most lively player for Fulham. Good little touch on his right foot, and Gieser. Lookman, he's touched, let him down there. Bernardo dived in. His tackles flying in everywhere here. Lookman's fouled by Cancelo somehow. It's a free kick for Fulham. Subtatico says American football should be called hand football.
Okay.
I suppose, but to the Americans, that's football because it's soccer here, isn't it? Soccer to them. Subtatico says I'm a Christian. I'm sure you were scared of that 666 subs then.
Good job we got off it nice and quick.
Free kick for Fulham, however. About, I'd say, 20 yards away from the box. Just inside it. Harrison Reed swings one in. Good header away. Lamina picks it up. The body's there. Ferran Torres dives in.
Corner.
Caballero. Good defending by Cancelo, but it's a corner for Fulham. The game's got a much livelier second half.
Yeah, they've got to come out a bit more now. They were anyway, weren't they? But they've got to have a bit more of a go now, aren't they? Because obviously they're losing.
Anderson's come up. He's a big man, the Danish centre-back. Captain as well for Fulham. Deloney. Fulham had 3 corners to Man City's 1. That stat's pretty poor because one's in grey and one's in black. So you can't tell the difference. Cross comes in. Edison. Collects it and he's going to send it out. Subtatico says the 666 will die. Oh, he don't throw it out, Edison. He could have gone quick now on the counter. City taking things slow. Elmis says, wasn't we linked to Stones last summer? And what do you think has happened to Stones from last season to this season? Well, apparently, according to Pep, he sorted his personal life off the field out, and that was affecting him on the field. And yeah, he was linked with Arsenal, wasn't he, heavily? Good job that didn't happen. Bernardo Silva diving in for tackles and he wins it back. Great play by City. Laporte is the one leading the counter. Bernardo on this right-hand side. Takes it past. I know he's got Reed on him as well. He's going to get fouled here. Oh, I don't know. He's got out that little gap, Bernardo. Brilliant.
Oof.
Magical. Rodri. Oh, anywhere but there.
Right at the keeper.
Right at the keeper from Rodri. Anywhere but there in the goal it would have gone in. Elmis running down says, do you think Edison was good in the 17-18 season? Yeah, I think his worst season was last year.
He's still
Bernardo
alright.
Silva. Yeah, Bernardo Silva did fantastic there between
did
two
really well.
Fulham players, and then Rodri. Just anywhere in the net, but at the keeper, it probably would have gone in. Tried to sort of place it, Rodri, with a side foot. He should have rocketed that. Subtatico says Manchester is red, sadly.
Don't be saying that on here.
I don't think that's true either.
No.
Salford might be red, but I don't think Manchester is. I love that. I saw them all on Twitter saying Manchester is red. I've never even seen Manchester to know what colour it is. Of course, you can be a fan from anywhere. I'm not saying you can't be a fan from anywhere. The worldwide fan channel. I just mean, you know what I mean? These United fans. I won't mind if a City fan said it, I suppose.
Yeah, I'll do it, don't
Yeah. Elmis says the last 10 years, Manchester is blue, exactly. United haven't finished above City in 10 years, have they? Above them in the league. Is it longer than that?
The last time would have been when they won it, wasn't it? 2012-13 was it the last one?
Yeah. So, yeah, nearly 10 years since they last finished above City. Oh, Sergio tried to do too much there. Lost it to Lookman. He lays it off to Lamina. Oh, it's a terrible pass by Lamina. Flies in for a tackle as well. And Gisa, big tackle, and Cancelo, no free kick. And Gisa, they've got a very hard working midfield. A lot of energy in Gisa and Lamina.
Not a quality though, really.
Yeah.
So.
And if you're into gaming, which I assume a lot of you are.
I don't think I've seen Loftus-Cheek have the ball once.
No. And Geese is a very good player on Pro Evolution Soccer on PES. If you're, thinking of doing a PES Master League yourself or whatever, or getting him in your My Club, and Geese is a very good player. Cancelo chests that down calmly. City very much on for the counter here. Rodri. Shocking ball. Shocking pass from Rodri. Elmi says, do you know what the personal issues did with Stones? Did he say after it was sorted out? I think it was something to do with his partner.
He split up with his missus, didn't
Yeah, and I think they had a daughter, but he also had a daughter with someone else. And
he had to move into a hotel, didn't he? I think he moved into one of the hotels, yeah.
So, obviously, footballers, they're not robots. They are affected by issues off the field.
Bit of unrest.
Oh, Cancelo, nice little spin and turn, but Ferran's not on the end of it. Cancelo gives Ferran a bit of stick for that. Oh, lovely bit of skill by the fullback there. Next Torino, man. Here is Caballero. Putting his side into problem. Jesus is through 1-on-1 with the keeper. Shoot! Oh! Gabriel Jesus scores a chance with his first shot, I think.
Oh, he's done well there.
Done really well. Got a bit lucky. I think it was Caballero passed it back to Anderson. Anderson was under pressure. He just sort of tries to smash it away with a sliding tackle. It ricochets through to Gabriel Jesus. Jesus is then on it. He takes it round the keeper. He hesitates. He takes it round the centre-back as well and eventually puts it in the back of the net. Elmis with a non-surprising comment there. He says surprised that Jesus has scored. Got lucky. Oh, it bounced through to him but it was calm by Jesus. Took his time. Around Tosin, around the keeper. Back of the net. Subtatico says FIFA or PES. Oof.
Tough one.
I'm a big fan of PES, but for actual game modes, FIFA's a lot better. Andrew says good skill. Julie says fabulous, 2 goals. 2 Jesus goals, never in a doubt. Sheba says surprised me didn't miss. Yeah. Elmi says my prediction 2-0 is looking good. Quite right. I said 3-1, didn't I? And Jonathan said 2-1.
2-1 so.
He's hoping for a Fulham goal, is he?
No. No, keep the clean sheet now.
Elmis says ran you down. Elmis ran you down says Elmis didn't say he's going to run you down. That'd be very nice of him. PES better, but I play FIFA more because of the licenses.
Yeah, that's
true,
a big
but
part of it.
But on PES you can sort that out with just one little memory stick, can't you?
If you've got PlayStation, yeah.
If you've got PlayStation, of course, yeah. And maybe, just maybe, PES is going to be the big one next year. Margaret says my prediction also, so Margaret's on for the 2-0. Looking good for you guys then. Here is Gabriel Jesus. Wins a corner for the side. Sheba says, would you ever play Football Manager for your channel? Maybe. Too much hard work, I think, isn't it? Football Manager.
Yeah, you're not really doing it, are you, either? You're just sort of clicking buttons and not actually get involved.
The players just fall out of me because I just keep going to aggressively shout at them repeatedly every time they concede the goal, so I don't think they'd like me. Here comes City with a corner. It's Mendy on the corner again. Not high hopes for this one. Doesn't beat the first man.
What minute are you in here now?
58.
58, what, just started?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm well ahead. It's mine bugged off and the screen went off and it's just come back on again, so I'm a bit ahead. I'll wait till you catch up.
Yeah, I'm in 58-15.
Right, I'll wait till I get to 59 or something, and then I'll press play again.
I said 3-0, hoping for a winner here, says Julie. Pep Guardiola there. He's got his hat with him today. He's keeping his head warm. Not as lucky as all of us. Although I could be bald. You guys don't know what I look like.
He is. He's got no hair.
I think I'd look very odd bald.
Yeah, you would, bald with a beard. Proper like Britain first sort of look on it.
Look like Stone Cold Steve Austin. Here's Adebayo. Oh, tries a bit of skill. He's been nicked by Ferran here. Down in the box is a definite penalty, that.
I was ahead, so I knew it was happening. I just didn't want to say anything.
Penalty for Manchester City. Elmis is PES Master League series with City. It's coming back, Elmis. We've had a lot of requests in the recent videos, so the PES Master League on PS5 will be coming back within the next 2 weeks or so. So don't panic, it's coming back, don't worry. Subsequent says, I'm so happy that I'll bet Liverpool versus Wolves. You've not got a good history with betting.
No, don't waste your money.
It's like Mendy putting in money on that he won't get injured, or Jesus that he'll score his first chance. I suppose he would have won his money today. Oh, Sergio stepping up. Can he get a goal back in the side, Sergio? Look for the penalty. Comes the Argentine. He might get a new contract at the end of it. We finally got a penalty taken back at the club. Sergio steps up, and Sergio Aguero, never in doubt, scores 3-0 Manchester City. Well, you 2-0s are out. The 3-0s are in with the predictions. Sergio Aguero, he doesn't even look happy.
My 2-1's gone.
He does not even look happy, Sergio Aguero, which is to me a worry.
There you go. Little smile there then.
Tosin Adebayo. Oh, a little smile from Sergio as well, yeah, just at the end of it. Stepped up, did Sergio. Into the bottom corner. City 3, Fulham 0. Never in doubt, they say. He slipped as well as he took that penalty. His standing foot, his left foot, supporting leg went from underneath him. So City lead by 3-0. Give him a new contract because he's the only man in the team who can score from the penalty spot.
Yeah.
Here's Loftus-Cheek. Well, Fulham got it all to play for now. Not looking good for their goal difference either. Here is Lamina. Good header through to Loftus-Cheek, who's in here. Good chance for Loftus-Cheek. Little cut back. Thinks it's the far post, and terrible cross. Elmi says, did you think so? You got the licenses to use City's kit and stadium. Well, obviously it's not the actual City stadium, but it's called the Etihad.
You get the kits and the badges.
You get the kits and the badges on the, you know, if you can download it onto. How do you do that, say Elmis? If you want Elmis, there will be a way. I don't think I can post a link in here. We can do a video. I can do a little video at some
link
point.
In the description. You just download something on a memory stick and stick it in your PlayStation, and then just copy it off it. It's not
There's
hard.
plenty of tutorials out there. It's PES Universe. If you search how to install PES Universe option file on PS4, PS5, or whatever you're on, you can't do it on Xbox, but you can do it on the PlayStations. Just put it in YouTube, and there's plenty of tutorials out there. That's how I know how to do it. I just watch one of them videos, and then you get all the kits, all the teams, everything sorted for you. It's great. All the licensing's done.
Yeah, it does make it better.
It's just like playing FIFA then. Julie, I'm out. You're 3-0. My other half predicted 4-0. Well, he's definitely on then. Just give it a go, Elmis. If you can't do it, put a comment on a video. I'll reply to you, don't worry.
It's so easy though, honestly. It's really easy.
Yeah, once you do it, once you know what you're doing. Here's Harrison Reed for... Is it free? Yeah, I think PES Universe, they charge if you want the most updated version, but they do free versions, but there's definitely free versions out there on websites. I'd just search it and see what comes up. Mitrovic is on, the big man, the battering ram.
Bit late bringing him on now, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Damage is done.
Also, I don't think he'll score either. He never
No.
tends to score. Here's Mitrovic. We didn't even get a touch on the ball there. Stones intercepts. Cavaliero's through. Rodri uses his body, strength. I'm going to use it against Mitrovic, who's just chucked himself on the floor. Never a free kick, that.
That's frustrating. It's dangerous, this now. It wasn't a foul, but...
If you watched our old PES career on PS4 or Master League Elmies, you'll see we had all the kits and everything there. And like Sheba said, just search up on YouTube, you will find it, Elmies. But if you need any help, do just drop a comment on a video. And
DM us on
I'll
Instagram or something.
Yeah, definitely, yeah. Can get back to you. Crossing by Cavallero. Whew. Well, every player ran to the front post and he put it to the back post. There's absolutely no one there for Fulham. Really poor by the Fulham player. Sheba says only 8 players in the Premier League have more goals than Stones this season. Well, that is some stat, I tell you. That is some stat. Here's Aymeric Laporte for City. Or is it Diaz? They all look the same. Diaz, Stones and Laporte. I can't tell the difference in this camera. Here's Stones. Oh, good touch. And he's fouled. Free kick. And lucky there for him, because if he wasn't fouled there, there's a good chance. Here's Edison. Wide to Aymeric Laporte. Can City keep a clean sheet as well and get back to defensive solidity? Jesus, great touch. Here he goes, Jesus. He's played good on the wing, actually. His natural position. He's been clattered into there. Oh, good ball by Ferran. Cancelo. Stones is arriving late. Aguero. Good tackle, Harrison Reed. And they clear it away, Fulham. It's a free kick. A bit soft. Again. Mitrovic has not really done anything so far since he's come on.
Who else is coming on down here now? Oh, Fernandinho's coming on.
Fernandinho, a bit of solid in the midfield from City. Fernandinho,
Help protect Bernardo Silva off.
Yeah, give Bernardo a rest. Here's
You
Anderson.
might take Aguero off, to be fair.
Yeah, put Jesus up top. Ferran on the left, Bernardo on the right.
Wing. Yeah, just to give him a risk. I don't think he's got 90 minutes in him yet, has he? But we'll see.
No. Here's Tete, ball forward. Mitrovic on his chest. Back to his keeper. Some risky one. Here's Aina. A little burst down this left-hand side. Great pace. Good tackle, João Cancelo. And then City. Rodri kicks it into Harrison Reed for a throw-in for Fulham. Big tackle from Cancelo, that. Not really known to be his style, really. A tough tackler, but he flew in there. Here's Mitrovic holding the ball up. Ooh, switch of play. Somehow Mendy's lost that. Ooh, slipped by the Fulham player. Gets lucky. Gets very lucky there.
So clumsy, isn't he?
Muangisa diving in on Bernardo. Stones back to Edison. Mitrovic on the press. Edison calm. Edison lumps it. Out for a throw-in.
Straight out.
Yeah, Mitrovic right on his back there. Did Edison?
It's alright. I'd rather him have the ball there than give it away in the box.
So it's Fernandinho coming on. The experienced midfielder, and it is Bernardo Silva coming off. Very defensive midfield now with Fernandinho and Bernardo in the middle of it. Although Fernandinho can pick a pass like no one else defensive midfield-wise.
It's just shut up shop time, isn't it?
Fernandinho gets the armband. Kenny Tete takes the throw-in. Mendy just outstrengths him. Then plays the ball down the line to Jesus. Tries to dink it off Anderson. Did well. Anderson does really well though. Good defensive play by him. Plays it back to Areola. Adebayo. Anderson. Fernandinho pressing here. Fulham playing their way into danger. Laporte, good pressing. And then Rodri gets pulled by his neck back. by Anguissa. Definite free kick for City. Not too happy about it. Elmi says, a City better when Cancelo plays left back and Walker right back, or when Cancelo plays right back and Zinchenko left back? Depends what game we're in. I think generally I'd play Cancelo right back and Zinchenko left back. But if it's a big game and City need to, be a bit more defensive, I'd play Kyle Walker.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Just fell downstairs. Big tumble there. Just moving around, were you?
Who?
Yeah, you.
Me, no, I'm edging my seat forwards because I needed to, so I can go back a bit further. Thought, you're not falling down the stairs. Not it.
Ooh, big barge in the back of Laporte. Still a throw-in for City. Adalon and Lookman. Seems to be remembered by Fulham fans for that penalty miss where he dinked it down the middle. Unfortunately for him.
They had a bit of a bad spell with penalties, didn't they, at the beginning of the season?
Yeah. Here's John Stones for City. Just under 70 minutes played. Mark Kern says you're very noisy.
Who, me?
It must be you. It's not like you just tumbled downstairs.
I think you'd have heard me scream if I'd have fell down the stairs, wouldn't you? I would have just got up and carried on.
Could have been knocked out for a step.
True.
Here's John Stones. Oh, he's holding off Mitrovic and all the Fulham players. He's done well, but through to Adebayo. Elmi says I can hear so much fireworks. People are hearing all sorts.
I'm doing a Balotelli setting fireworks off in the bathroom and I just chucked myself down the stairs.
Oh, he's been caught out here. Oh, he's got so lucky there, Lamina. Two City players round him on the edge of his box. He's somehow got out of it. Ball over the top. Stones. Oh, taps it into the Fulham path. Subtitico says 3-0 work. I assume so.
Good
I'm
tackle.
not sure what you mean there. Great tackle by Lamina and Roderick. Lookman. Tete on the overlap. Here comes Tete. Ball in. Oh, it's Laporte's hand that's next to his stomach. And they want an handball for that. They're not going to get that. Rodri, good touch, good strength as well. And great play out wide. Ferran takes it on his chest. Here comes Ferran Torres. Gary Ramsden says sound like the ice in tumblers with alcohol. Lol.
I'm glad everyone's concerned with my welfare, aren't they? So that's fine.
No, he's just concerned that they can't hear.
Yeah. It's stopped now anyway, isn't it?
Elmi says I can hear sounds outside, let's say that. I hope that's at your place. There's no fireworks here.
I've not got any fireworks going off.
Here's Diaz. City slowing the game down. Jesus. Here is Jesus. Oh, back to Rodri. Subtitico says alcohol, big no. Depends what you believe in. Of course, everyone has different beliefs. That's what makes the world such a great place. If we all thought the same thing, we all supported the same football team, it'd be a boring place.
We both don't drink, do we? So
No. I mean, imagine if everyone in the world thought Benjamin Mendy was a bad player. I mean, good 95% do. But those 5%, you need them, don't you? You need them. Oh, terrible pass.
Who was that then?
Just kicked it straight out for a throw-in. Don't know who it was. Pep's not going to be happy with that one. Mitrovic, big lump. Done well. Oh, Tete. Struggle with that one. He's in a bit of trouble here. Jesus on him. Tete's put it out for a throw-in, has he? No. Oh, Mendy. What are you doing? He got lucky there, Mendy. He wasn't such a big man. I think he would have been in trouble there against Lookman. City in possession. Once again, here's Diaz. Elmi says this helps the goal difference, although the league is done. But if United lose a draw versus West Ham, it's truly over. And the fans that rate Mendy are the Monaco fans.
It's been over for weeks anyway, isn't it? I think.
Yeah. I never want to say never, but we'll see.
Josh Allen's coming on.
Yeah. As they say, it's not over till the fat lady sings. Yeah, I don't know who's the fat lady in, perspective of City, but
No.
There you are. That's what they say. I don't think the Monaco fans rate Mendy. Elmi says Mendy's a big man but a weak man. I mean, his knees are pretty weak, aren't they? They snap every 6 months. Oh, Jesus getting pulled over there. I mean, he's got both arms around Jesus there. Fernandinho goes a big...
Clattered into Geezer.
Yeah. Typical
Bounced off him.
Fernandinho fashion. Here's Kenny Tete. Subtitico says, are Fulham going full force? They're not particularly going forward.
Nah,
Are you thinking of betting then? Is this a gambling idea against Subtitico?
Damage limitation now for him.
Yeah, they conserved that goal difference. Elmy says, I'm guessing it's very rainy in Craven Cottage. It doesn't look like it's raining, actually, in
Oh, it
London.
looks alright.
Pitch looks dry. No, Subtitico isn't gambling.
Good.
But good job we're not sponsored by a gambling company, eh? Oh, look who's coming on. This is a joke.
Eric Garcia.
Eric Garcia's coming on. I don't dislike him as a person. I don't dislike him as a player. But why does he get to play? I don't get it. Why does he get to play? I'm sure Pep does it just to annoy the fans. He's getting him match fit for when he joins Barcelona. It's a joke.
Yeah.
If Liam Delap had Spanish heritage or Catalan heritage, he'd be in the team,
Playing
wouldn't
every week, yeah.
he? Yeah. Armindu says Aguero is back. I hope so. I won't be too happy just about a penalty one. Diaz is getting a bit of a rest. It's just a... Why is Eric Garcia coming on?
Especially against Mitrovic as well.
Oh, I hope he bullies him. I hope he makes him look terrible. Sheba says Garcia to come on and score a hat-trick.
Put your money on that. Good odds on that.
Good odds on Garcia hat-trick.
Yeah.
Not winning any headers, is he? Is he 5'9"? Actually, doesn't look that short there. Maybe he's grown a bit in recent times. Surely every player just must look around and say, there's a man, all the players on the bench, someone's just come on
who's not played for however long.
Who doesn't want to play for the club, yet he still gets his chances.
Strange substitution, that.
I'd rather Howard Bellis if he were on loan at Blackburn, come on. Just don't get it. What's the love for Eric Garcia? Pep always says this. Well, yeah, he does talk rubbish sometimes. Oh, if you don't want to play for the club, you go. I don't want you here. Oh, Rodri, another stupid foul there, and Anguissa. Subtitico says I'm watching on phone and TV. I assume you mean us on your phone and the game on the TV. Not both on the phone and TV, the game.
No.
Double whammy. Man City's the king of the Premier League, says Sufyan. Elmi's running down, says Pep to go with his son to Barca, and I think Garcia is shorter than Saka, a bit taller. He's alright, isn't he? Let's be honest, he's alright. He's decent.
He's alright, but it's just the fact he don't want to be here, does he?
Yeah, I just don't get why he plays. I don't have anything. I've got nothing against him personally.
No, I've not got a vendetta against him, have we? But
just don't like seeing him play.
No.
Here's Tosin. Elmi says Garcia and Laporte, or Garcia and Diaz, or Garcia Stones. Whew. Garcia, Laporte, Aguero's in here. Terrible first touch. Really poor first touch by Aguero. Tete's played his way out of problem. No, he hasn't. Not a sort of player to make runs in behind anymore.
No.
Tete on this left-hand side. He's found himself. Ooh, he's played a poor pass there. Fulham have, sort of create their own problems at times.
Yeah, well, they haven't. They give a penalty away for one goal, and the Jesus goal was their fault as well. So
yeah. And maybe they're defending on the free kick as well.
Well, and giving the free kick away, they've been created their own downfall, haven't they, really?
Rodri gives the ball away. Here's Josh Onoma, ex-Spurs.
Is he in a permanent at Fulham now? No, he was on loan, wasn't he? He was on loan at one point.
Didn't they try to swap him plus 10 million for Jack Grealish a couple of years ago?
Who,
on deadline day, Spurs, yeah.
I'll have a look at him.
Wonder why they didn't take that deal. Elmi says, I'm guessing Garcia and Laporte, yeah. A right and left footer.
Well, Mahrez looks like he's coming on, is
he? Zach Steffen's not. He looks cold, the American.
Yeah, he's signed on a permanent for Fulham.
4 million or something. I can't see it being any more than that. Oh, he's took a terrible touch there.
It's part of
Okay.
a £25 million transfer that saw Ryan Sessegnon move in the other direction. I presume that means 25 million for Sessegnon and him going as part of the deal, not
Yeah.
the other way around.
Yeah. Aguero in there defending. Oh, a little nutmeg there by Sergio and Gisa on him. City back in possession. Mendy drives forward. Thought it was foul there, to be honest.
Tackles flying in all over the place here, aren't they?
Mendy. Oh, little nutmeg by Mendy. Aguero, play that ball to Jesus. Here comes Gabriel Jesus. Takes on Tosin. Can't beat him. Back to Fernandinho. And to Jesus once more. Elmis is who would get more goals up front, Edison or Jesus. I'll put my money on Edison.
Yeah.
He'd take the keeper with him into net. See how hard he can kick a football? He's like me, got a powerful left foot, but nothing else. Well, at least he can actually save chances, I suppose. Maybe I'm as good as Edison in net, and I've just never really been in net enough.
Never know.
Well, I'm a pretty good sweeper keeper, actually. If they kick the ball at me, I'd say I'm more of a Claudio Bravo than Edison. If they kick the ball at me, I've got no chance, but I can actually pass it around from goalkeeper. Oh, Lookman seems to have picked up an injury here from a tackle. Anthony Robinson's coming on, another American.
Was that the lad that was meant to go to
AC
Milan?
Milan, yeah. Elmis is how is Mendy still playing? He's not injured. Don't know. Give it time.
Yeah, it'll be
7 minutes left,
soon.
yeah. Oh, training. Substaticos says, remember Monday versus Adams, the body was sick. Because not quite sure what you mean there.
Neither am I.
But let us know. Elaborate. I'll definitely try to answer your point. Or your question. I suppose the answer to the question is no, I don't remember that.
Yeah.
Here's Garcia. Wide to Stones. Long ball forward. Aina takes it down. Oh, they're playing their way into trouble again. Ariola sends it long. It was Ferran pressing. They send it only as long as Mendy, who pinballs it straight back to them. And they send it back to City, and Harrison reads them really well there. Elmis says, I'm a centre mid, good right foot but poor left foot. I can pass, dribble but slow. I'm not strong. I think Pep would love me. Sound like he'd play at centre back. You're not strong. You're not quick. You've got a bad left foot, but you can dribble and you can pass. You're getting a centre back for City. You sound like Eric Garcia to me. Oh, poor one by Fulham. City throwing deep in the Fulham half into Rodri, who's playing a bit further forward now, sort of the Bernardo role. Elmis says, I think Torres has been average. Well, remember, he's a 19-year-old going to a new country. You know, he's never played in the league before. He was, I think, really good in those first few months. He got injured, didn't he? Oh, well, he had COVID that sort of put him off the pace a bit, but he'll be back, don't worry. High-quality player is Ferran Torres. Elmi says, I'm not so tall either, so I think you're onto something. Yeah, exactly. Definitely the perfect centre-back for Pep Guardiola. Here's Aguero. City just pass the ball forward, lose it. Fulham pass the ball forward, lose it. Fernandinho in the striker position, pressing Fulham here. Elmi says, me and Garcia at the back with an emoji with starry eyes. Substaticos
no headers one there, would there?
Substaticos says, I mean, when Adama Traore bodied Mendy. Sorry for misclick. Yeah, no. I remember that. Now you say it. Traore ended Mendy's career, didn't he? If it wasn't over already. I think people have you just continue to lose faith in Mendy, don't you? Over and over. It just gets less and less the faith you have in him.
It's just he's so inconsistent.
Yeah.
That's why. 1 minute he's meant and then he'll fall over the ball.
And he can't run.
Mm.
Here's Frank, Zambo and Gisa. Robinson. Back he goes. Maybe Fulham should try passing the ball forward.
They're just killing the game, aren't they?
Yeah, Adebayo goes back to Anderson. You can play like this at 0-0. Or at 1-0. Or at 3-0.
They had a bit of a goal, to be fair,
Huh?
until they
Yeah,
went
they
2-0 down.
Here's Robinson. Looking to take on Stones. He's done well, Cancelo, there, though. Again,
Sent
Joao
Stones to the
Cancelo.
shop then, didn't they?
Poor first half by Cancelo, but he's been really good in the second half. Rodri's lost the ball repeatedly in this midfield.
I still
today.
don't think it's been an amazing performance, has it? But
No.
everyone's been average, haven't they?
Oh,
Good
what a ball by
pass.
Mitrovic to Onuma.
Oh.
Great
Come
tackle,
on.
Aymeric Laporte. Wonderful tackle. Mitrovic
Come
plays
on.
a beautiful ball in behind, slips Onuma in, shoots, Edison comes out, Laporte comes sliding across. Wonderful tackle, Aymeric Laporte. Surely he's off. No, he's not offside. What a tackle that is. By Aymeric Laporte.
Great block. I think Edison would have saved it anyway, but good block.
I've just seen you there. You try to show yourself.
Just trying to messing about with the buttons and that.
Jonathan was showing his camera on the Skype call that we're on. Ooh, Jesus, I thought you were going to kick him then. Laporte, what are you doing? Ooh, heads it back to the keeper. Laporte, that was a dangerous one. Nearly a header back into his own goal, but luckily Edison caught it.
Bit risky.
Mitrovic staying on Edison, only for so long. Here's Laporte. City bring the ball forward. Could City make it 4? About 5 minutes, just over 5 minutes of the game left at normal time. Tuesday, of course. We'll be back on Tuesday, 7 p.m. It's Gladbach versus City. I think the kickoff is 8 o'clock, however. Or quarter to 8. So we'll be back at about 30:30. Dynamic Cosmic says hi. Hello to you, Dynamic. Not had you here before. Great to have you on this live. Here's Eric Garcia for City into Joao Cancelo. Back to Edison. Look at Mitrovic steaming in. Garcia. Nice pass by Eric Garcia. Wide to Laporte. Laporte brings the ball forward for City from the left-hand side. Continues and continues. No one closing him down quite yet. Tracks back and goes all the way back to Eric Garcia. Little lofted ball out. Sheba says prediction for the Champions League game. I think City will win it, won't they? They're 2-0 up.
Yeah, should do.
Elmis says, would Pep love me more than Eric Garcia? Where are you from, Elmis? From Catalonia. Got a very good chance. Amindu says, let's hope someone score because my prediction is 4-0. You'll be lucky, I think. The game's sort of pitted out now.
Yeah.
But we'll see. Anguissa. Harrison Reed. Adebayo. Aina on this left-hand side. Obviously a right footer, always looking to come inside. A great pass, that one. Lookman. Robinson. Lookman. Ooh, cleared away. Oh, Anthony Robinson's done well. Into the box.
Look lively, him, since he's come on.
Done really well. Fernandinho under pressure. Plays out of it with ease, doesn't he? Into Jesus. Elmis says he's half Spanish. Which part of Spain are you family from, or are you half Spanish from, Elmis? Here is Mitrovic making a run into the channel up against Garcia. He's going to get flattened, Garcia. Anguissa. Mitrovic, shot, blocked. Fernandinho in there. Anguissa. Robinson. Ferran Torres, good play, Ferran. Very good play. Here come City on the counter. Ferran Torres up against Aina. He goes backwards. So Tatico and Amindi are arguing over 4 or 3. Because they want their predictions to be right. Come on, guys. Stop typing 4 and 3 now. He'll either be one or the other. He's looking like he's going to be 3-0 though. Unfortunately for Amindu, your prediction is not going to be right today. Here's John Stones, bringing the ball for City. Keeps going forward. Aguero's in space. John, just pass it to him. Elmis says he's from Catalonia. Half Catalonian. Well, there you are. Got a very good chance then. Of being a favourite of Pep. Do you speak Spanish? Do you speak Catalonian, more importantly? Because I don't even think the Barcelona team speaks Spanish, do they? They speak Catalonian to each other. They're quite big, aren't they, for the Catalonian independence and things. Obviously, things I don't know how that's going to turn out. Will they get independence? It looks like they will do.
COVID sort of interrupted everything, don't it?
Yeah. Depends if the police continue to break people's hands so they can't vote for him. Do you think he would play me and Garcia more than Diaz and Stones? I've never seen you play. Probably not. But if you're half Catalonian, you've probably got a good chance, like I said. Gary Ramsden says, unlucky Margaret with your 2-0 and 4-0 predictions. If it stays as it is, and well done, Julie, you're getting good at this. Helmy says, I can speak it. You can speak Catalonian. Well, that's a good plus point. It's good to speak different languages. Like a mixture of French and Spanish, is it, Catalonian? Similar to Basque. Here's Anguissa. 88 minutes played. Poor pass. Cancelo. Let's go forward, Joao. Ooh, skipping past the challenges. Goes Cancelo. Jesus leaves it for Mendy. Back to Jesus. Joao Cancelo. Who's your man of the match, Jonathan?
Ooh, it's a tough one. Stones will give it to. He opened the scoring, did he? Been pretty tidy defensively.
Yeah. I think it's a tough one, really.
No one's really stood out, have they? But
not particularly. Been definitely a team effort. I'd say Cancelo's unlocked their defence a few times.
Yeah, he's had a bad game, has he?
Definitely the second half. He's been a top player. Let us know your man of the match in the comments. There's moments left now of this game. A minute left before the added time. Elmis says Garcia.
What do you think? He's touched the ball, has he?
No. We won't do player ratings because, I mean, especially in games like this, it just tends to be.
It's been average, isn't it? About 6.5, 7. Everyone.
Yeah. Everyone's done the job. No one's really stood out. Here's Stones. Into Varane on this right-hand side. Come on, Varane. End it with a bit of magic. Oh, he's burnt past him here into the box.
Well done.
He won the penalty, of course, for Ferran Torres.
Yeah, he did, yeah. That's cost us an assist, isn't it? So.
Elmis says, I'm absolutely serious. I don't do if buts or maybes. I do absolutes. That's that Liverpool fan, isn't it?
Yeah.
Sadio Mane's the best player in the world. What are you laughing for?
That was like 4 years.
That was like 4 years ago when he wasn't the best player.
Yeah.
He still isn't.
No, he's still not now.
Here's Areola for Fulham. Sends the ball along. Mitrovic battling with Rodri. Rodri ends up on his backside. Can't handle Mitrovic. I remember if anyone plays, of course, I think some PES fans in the comments, you can actually do a PES Euro 2020. Actually, that could be a good idea for the channel, that. When the Euros come around, we should do a Euro. And we can all pick a team. But also we could play the PES playthrough and pick a team and go for the group stages. We've done that a few times, me and Jonathan. Did I win the Euros with Serbia?
Well. I think so, yeah.
Big Mitro up top.
It's mad that how long ago that was.
Well, yeah, it's nearly a year ago, over a year ago, isn't it?
Year and a half ago, isn't it?
Hopefully that's something we could do for the channel, though, for the Euros, a little special Euros thing. We'll both pick a side, or, well, we'll just pull out. We'll get a random number and pull out a name. See who we get.
Yeah.
I'd happily represent Hungary. They've got a good team, Hungary, actually.
It's England's year this year, bringing it home.
I've actually been learning how to say a Hungarian player's Soboslai.
Who's that? That one of the players?
One of the players, Dominic Soboslai. I think that's how you said it. By a Hungarian that was telling me how to say that. Whether I've still said it wrong. But give it a go, didn't I? He's a good player, plays for RB Leipzig.
That's it. Oh, is that young lad?
Yeah, he's very good. Very good. The next KDB.
Just he signed from Salzburg, didn't he?
Yeah. Amindu says no, I don't think he's got his 4-0. Subtitico says who will win the Prem next year? I'll just say City.
Full time.
Elmis, well, yeah, it's full time. Manchester City have won 3-0 against Fulham. Elmis says, I play on professional. I'm 3 with Arsenal. What difficulty do you play on? I play on ultimate.
Yeah.
Always get battered by United, but everyone else I tend to beat. So Manchester City win 3-0 against Fulham. Good win. And City are what? 3 points away, 3 wins away now from the Premier League title, would you say?
Yeah, definitely. They're not
3
even
games.
that. I think they've already got it now, but yeah, statistically, yeah.
3 wins, 4 wins away from being Premier League champions. Of course, the Champions League is the big one. Can City go far in that this season? Can they win anything else? Julie says, great commentary as usual. I won the prediction. Well done, Julie. Let us know if you predicted 3-0. Who predicted 3-0 and Sergio to score? That would be me. Wish I could predict the lottery, says Linda. You were right, quite right, Linda. You predicted the Sergio goal.
Get your numbers on.
3-0, yeah. Don't do like that lad did where he could have had 187 million.
That 1 week they didn't put him on.
Well, apparently, he didn't go on because he didn't have enough money in his bank account.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
It's a bit of a shame, isn't it?
Of course
Because he would have gone from not having £5 in his bank account to having 187 million.
Yeah, well, how the cookie crumbles, unfortunately, isn't it?
Subtitico won. Well done, Subtitico. Be nice, Amindu. To the rest of the people. Unlucky with your prediction, but there's always next time, and the next time is, of course, Tuesday. So, Tuesday, Manchester City versus Borussia Mönchengladbach. I'll be here. And, of course, tomorrow, the big one. PS5, FIFA 21, career mode. It starts. So, thank you to everyone for joining us on the live again. We've grown by 2 over this live stream, which is great to see. So, thank you to everyone else who subscribed. It's been great to have everyone. It'd be great to see you again on Tuesday. Please do continue to like the videos, subscribe to the channel, share the videos. That is a massive help for us. And we'll see you next time. It's goodbye from me.
And me as well.
We'll see you on Tuesday.